up, y'all?
Yes, it's happy hour with Precious and Shelly RIO.
Yep, we out here. And today is our first show, so we appreciate y'all tuning in while we boom.
Oh, yeah.
Pop our cherry.
And today's drink of the day is Hornitos Tequila.
Hornitos. You say it like, like Hispanically. Hornitos.
And don't be perverted because it's not. Actually, do you know what Hornitos means?
Hell no. like I just know.
It actually means little oven. And so I know you're probably like, little oven, like that's kind of a weird
name for a liquor.
Right, but the reason it's named little oven, let me pull up my little
oven.
Yes.
Get some of that little oven tequila. You know what I'm saying? That shit'll burn your insides like the oven.
So the guy that made this Hornitos is called Don Francisco. And he knew that if you want to make things better, you have to innovate. So nothing proved this more than his groundbreaking decision to make tequila in a way it has never been made before, cooking agave in little ovens.
See?
Hence the name Hornitos.
So he was cooking agave, the shit he put in a little oven, and then he said, fuck it, Hornitos, little oven tequila. I damn near figured that shit out with my context clues, right?
Yes.
I'm just saying, to not be that smart, I'm kind of smart.
Yeah, so we have two Hornitos. One is Rispado.
Yes, which is the dark liquor, because I always go dark. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no clear white shit in me, okay? I go dark.
And the reason it's dark is because it's been aged for 60 days or more.
Yeah.
Where this clear one, which I'll probably be drinking, this one is called the Plata, so this has not been aged at all. So this one's for me.
See, we don't want no new shit. We want some experience, you know what I'm saying, aged ass shit. We don't need nobody coming in and not knowing what the fuck going on.
Right, because Precious is an experienced drinker.
Hornito. And I got
Don't be perverted.
And I got a nice hornito for these niggas.
Okay, so with the tequila, we're going to do margaritas. Taco Tuesday. It's Tuesday, margaritas. It just made sense.
Margarita Tuesday, shit.
Yeah, so we're going to do two different ones. So you can either choose from the Italian margarita or a mango margarita.
I'm going to go with the mango because I still like to keep it healthy even when I'm drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, how is that healthy?
Mangoes is good for you. Mango margarita. You get it?
Well, in this sense, this is what you'll need is your little shaker.
Okay.
I already put ice in it, so you just open it up.
Okay.
So you get to choose how much tequila you want in your drink. But normally, I would do maybe a 3 count.
A 3 count? So you just one?
So I do one Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. So you can start pouring. And so these liquor pours actually help not to dump it in.
No, when I pour from this side.
Yes.
Okay. Left-handed on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like all the great ones. Okay, listen.
All right, so
3.
Do your count.
1, 2, 3. Face it. Okay.
And then we're going to use this Cocktail Artist mixer. It's new. I just found this in the store, so hopefully they will be a sponsor of ours because these are really cool. Everything's already mixed, so all you have to do is add some of this.
Okay. And this
so you can do you can do the same count of equal amounts.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Ooh, I might be a bartender on these hoes. You know what I'm saying?
It's good money, shoot. So now you just put your
shaker on.
Make sure it's tight, and then you're gonna shake it for like 30 seconds or 10. I feel like we need to shake it like a salt shaker.
Shake it like a shake it.
Yes. See, this is Precious's first time making a drink, so.
For my first time, you take that big, right?
So we're gonna get this party started.
Woo!
Okay, so now you want some salt on your rim?
Yeah, give me some salt.
Okay, so you're gonna take this lime.
Okay.
And you're just gonna rub it around the rim.
Rub it around.
While she's doing that, we have this margarita salt. You don't have to buy margarita salt. You can use regular kosher salt, but why not? It's easier to do it this way.
Okay.
So once you do that, you turn your cup upside down. Yep,
and
right in there.
Well, wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay, we hear
you.
There you go.
You're hilarious.
Bang it.
Swish it around.
Swish it around.
Pull
Get
it
that
out.
side.
Now you got all that salt.
All right, we salted up. No salty over here.
Dump some of it out.
Okay.
Right. And
now
now.
Put my lime in there.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can.
That could be good, huh?
And then just take this off and just dump your
whole thing.
Yep.
Ice and all.
Ice and all.
Okay. And what does mine say?
Here's your margarita. What is yours
And it
say?
says, with enough margarita, you can do anything. And you really can. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself.
Yeah, so I'm going to opt for the Italian margarita. Now, I went to Olive Garden. I know it's kind of cheesy. You're all probably like, Olive Garden?
Yeah,
that's kind of hood. they got some bomb-ass drinks. So, of course, I couldn't drink the whole bar, so I really wanted to try this Italian margarita. I didn't, so I said, you know what? I'm going to make it on our show.
Okay.
And I'm going to switch it up. So, obviously you have your shaker. I'm going to be using the white Hornitos Plata. So I don't want to get too drunk.
Hornitos Plata and one.
Yes.
Uno, dos, tres.
I don't want to get too drunk.
God.
So now with this one, you add a little bit of amaretto, which I love amaretto, which is an after-dinner drink.
A little sweet.
But I'm going to try it with this. I've never had it before. This is how the Italians do it.
That's why they put in their syrup bottle, because it's sweet.
That one, I only did 2. You were hilarious. And that's it. So,
And
actually, no, it's not
it.
it. No,
something
you're
else.
right. There is something else. I have to put a half of lime and half of lemon, full lime. Or you can use sweet and sour mix. I didn't have time to get it.
So then mine didn't require no type of
No,
lemon.
you know why? Because yours is pre-mixed already.
Oh, okay.
So this is for the people that don't feel like doing all this crap and cutting stuff and, you know.
I'm gonna say, don't be skipping
This is
steps
for like
on
the
mine.
bougie. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
yeah, because that is
Yeah,
a lot. Whole half
Right,
of
I'm like, who
lemon.
wants to squeeze this lemon?
You know we got to do that lemon to even out that sweet ass amaretto. I'm telling you.
I'm excited to try. I've never tried this, so I'm really excited. So I squeeze the lemon. Now I gotta squeeze the lime. Limes are way harder to squeeze.
Start my shit. I wanted to wait on
Girl, I feel like I'm in a freaking workout right now, squeezing this shit.
We need a squeezer. Where that squeezer thing that they be having at the thing? Bloop, bloop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Choo choo.
Right, now I gotta shake it up. Shake. I'm not as sexy as Precious. We need Alice up in here. Okay, so I want salt on mine, but see now with the Italian margarita, you put the salt and sugar. You mix it. I put it on this plate, salt and sugar mixed. So I do the same thing.
Put the lime around there.
The
That's
lime.
how they
You can
do
use
this
lime
thing.
or lemon, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna use this lime. Do the same thing.
Tequila ain't no joke. I don't be on that tequila.
Yes. Is it good? Is it sweet? What is it? Because I know you're a Hennessy girl.
Yeah.
That'll be next week's.
Hennessy specialty coming up next week.
Mine says this señorita needs a margarita.
This señorita.
Cheers to our first show.
Cheers. Margaritas. That's good.
That tastes pretty good.
I cannot lie.
Yes, guys, so we're going to go to break, but just so you know, Precious has some news.
Yep, when we come back, we have a special host with us, the one and only Zoe Williams in the building. Arthur, co-host of 5150, VP of Dash shit, vegan ass nigga, super healthy, all picture health ass nigga. He coming up when we come back.
Yes.
Right here.
Go get your drink.
Happy hour.
hitting me up all the time. Constantly, how are you? Hope you are fine. All this after living in a bad dream. Please wake me. I tell myself I know it's hell. I'll never make it out, it seems. In my shell, but I ain't no cancer. I look up and I pray to God to give me the answer. Cause I done been broken. I smile but I'm choking. But you know I got love for you. I got love for you. I got love for you. Here I go again. Here's another man, should've let him in. I don't know if I can. I've been damaged, damages. I don't know if I can handle it. I'm in my mind, like all the time, overthinking shit. And you be like, you could cry. I know you've been through it. But what if it's a tactic? Don't wanna be that bitch. Falling for everything that comes out of those lips. In my shell, but I ain't no cancer. I look up and I pray to God to give me the answer. Cause I done been broken. I smile but I'm joking. But you know I got love for you. I got love for you. I got love for you.
Keep going. 1, 2. Oh, there it is. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be crazy as fuck. I'm like.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. P Howell in the building. What y'all gonna do? Hey, mic check 1 2 1 2. P Howell in the building. What y'all gonna do? Oh. Oh, do those?
Can we get another pair?
There you go, son. Can you try those out, mister?
Let me try those.
Cause we sure don't want you to be having any type of technical issues. Shelly, hand him those headphones. He said these kind of got a short in them.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little.
It's the wire. It's the cord. Got it.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
we cool.
So can you change the cord? You want to change the cord?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Dang, hello? This is loudish. Oh, there we go.
Ever.
Oh, shit. Wait.
All right,
Let
here
me
we
know,
go.
Let me know when you're ready to rock, Zach.
2 seconds.
I could have got here at 12:30, y'all.
You got here at the time you supposed to get here. Shit.
They told me to be here early as
We was
hell.
here at the same time.
drunk ass. Fucking lush. Get your tipsy ass out of here. Trying to conduct an interview.
And watch it be amazing. See? Don't underestimate the power.
I know you Virgo.
Yeah.
You gonna have it together.
Don't
know what's up.
Shit. Let me go.
Oh, shit, in the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. What the fuck?
Oh, I love Sweet Baby Ray.
Yeah, I do. Dun, 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 dun. We about to go. We about to start. Well, let us log. We gonna talk in or something.
Yes. We good?
Why he laughing already? I'm shooting his ass. I ain't got time for this shit today. I swear I don't. I'm God in now.
I feel like I'm greasy.
I'm out.
She said she feels like she's greasy.
Because I'm like, ugh.
Hey, share this video with everybody.
I feel like I'm greasy.
What's
Crazy.
up, everybody? Welcome to Happy Hour with Precious and Shelly RIO.
Oh, yeah.
This is our first show, and we are so excited to have the most intelligent, smart, Mr. Vegan, I want some tea. I offered his ass some water. Welcome, Zoe Williams, to our show. Thank you for co-hosting with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Appreciate you
thank
guys.
for coming. And it was so last minute. That was awesome.
I know, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for real because it was last minute. I hit him up this morning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want to do better, but at the same time, we all have a lot going on. And it was early this morning, to my defense. Shit.
Girl, but you've been out of town
And
working.
you know what I'm saying?
Working.
Save me, help me, yes. No, no, we have started this because we feel that drinking is very important for everybody. You know, Zoe does not drink, so that's why we brought him on. You know, it's another perspective. Even though he could take a little shot, you know what I'm saying? A little shot never kill nobody. But no, we just want to have a good time on Taco Tuesday. We got some tacos in there waiting for us to eat.
Yes.
And we got
Margaritas
we just made with some hornitos. And that shit mean little oven, which I just learned today. So you learn shit here too.
Yes.
We are very intelligent. Hornitos came from a man who used to actually cook his agave shit for the drink in the little oven. That's why he named it that. You know what I'm saying? And there's some history. Now, you see our lights in the back? That's for happy hour. You see the little purple and pink on these hoes? Little razzle dazzle. Shout out to
like we're in
Nick.
a bar.
Right? It feels real barish. Can we dim the lights? Shout out to Nick in the booth.
No, it's look on camera though. It looks pretty good.
Oh, it does look nice on that camera. Yes. Okay, so catch us up with what's been going on with you. What's going on?
I'm like sweating to death.
You drunk already?
I'm like, it's hot in here.
I thought I started.
I think
Start
it's
live
the
video.
Hornitos. I'm
That
like,
whole
oh,
time I
God.
missed it. That's some bullshit. How your week been? What you been doing?
It's going
Working
great.
out and shit.
I'm working.
And what else?
That's how you.
Writing another book and shit.
I am writing another book, my fourth.
Well, what's the name of the first one?
Wait,
The
so-
first and the third we would like to know right now.
Wait, are these like life stories or like?
Not
Go ahead.
nothing.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, so the first book was 2005, back in the Foxhole days.
Okay.
That was The Rebirth of Seeds. That was a very powerful book.
Like seeds of kids or seeds of?
It was like retelling my life. I was
Okay.
saying basically if I could do it all over again with the knowledge I have today. That was The Rebirth of Seeds 2005. 2015, 10 years later, comes The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Critically acclaimed, #1 book.
What made you write
Relationship
that?
workbook. I had a terrible breakup in 2011. And so, you know, Kumo D, friend of mine, told me I should write a book and put all of, you know, the information that I had in a book. So that was the impetus for that book. And then in 2019, the third book comes, which is the follow-up. It's called The Holographic Relationship. Getting a lot of traction on both of those books right now.
Now, the first time you said it was like 10 years before you wrote another book, and then I think this is what, 5? You cutting it down?
4.
4? You cutting it
Yeah.
down, huh?
Yeah, now
Moving
I'm
a little
working on the
faster.
next one.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
First time you said it was
Look
Oh,
at
shoot,
you.
is that
I
me?
know, I'm just saying.
My bad.
Are
I'm
you
like,
replaying us?
Girl, because I'm trying to.
I thought that was
My phone's all jacked up. I'm like,
We're very
what's going
professional
on?
around here. You know what I'm saying? Try that
I think
hornitos.
it's the hornitos.
Yes.
Oh my
They
goodness.
drunk in here sweating. Like, they in here tripping. They drinking and sweating.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Actually, I'm not sweating yet.
You are sweating.
I am.
I'm
Right
just
here.
shining.
Look,
I'm
right
not
here.
sweating.
You
That's
get
shine.
your shiny penny looking ass out of here.
Hey, pennies is cute if they knew. You know?
You look like a brand new penny, Nick.
Listen, girls don't
Copper.
sweat. We sparkle.
Oh.
Okay, all right. You look like
Glowing and
sweat.
shit.
I'm sorry.
And then you have a son who plays basketball.
I have 3 children.
Oh, you do? How old?
So my son who's balling right now, he's at Fresno State.
Oh, college.
He's a senior about to graduate with his degree. We're very excited about that, and he may have an opportunity to go on in terms of basketball, to the NBA. So
wow.
That's
we're
big.
really excited about him right now. So he's the oldest of my 3 Sages.
And then how old is the youngest?
You got all Sages?
They all Sages.
Did you plan that?
No, I mean,
Kinda.
if I'm fucking around Valentine's Day, it's a wrap.
What?
So don't give me none.
What is Sag?
What?
Is that November?
Late November into December.
December. For
Okay.
sure.
So if
Valentine's Day.
it goes down on Valentine's,
He fucking raw. You know, he guaranteed that clearly because all the kids around, he was fucking around.
Shut
Valentine's.
up, precious.
There are no condoms. All right, he is raw dogging and he's fertile. Clearly,
I mean, you don't. as
Men
many kids
are
as
not
Speedy is,
fertile.
shit.
What kind of
well,
weirdness?
Speedy is fertile too. Speedy is. Shout out to Speedy. What do you got? An 8-piece?
Yeah, he does.
And that's a family meal at the chicken joint.
He got an 8-piece.
Shit. I'm like,
Shit.
okay, tell us about that one. Okay. You
What
told us
else?
all 3?
Wait, how old is the youngest?
2.
My youngest,
One.
no.
So that's little.
No,
I'm like,
just
I
talking
can't.
shit.
2.
I'm like, no, thank you.
No, my youngest, he just turned 18.
Oh,
Yes.
you got old kids.
He does.
Old? What?
No, not.
I mean, they're not
He just
kids.
turned-
Like, you
yeah,
don't have
he
to,
just
like,
turned
stay home
18.
and babysit them.
And my oldest is 23. My daughter is 20, just turned 20.
Okay.
18, 20,
2 boys and a girl.
How many
All
kids you got,
Sages.
Precious?
I have no kids. You
No,
know
how
what I'm
many
saying?
how many kids you've given away?
I didn't give any away. Now, how many have I murdered?
No.
Killer. No, I'm just saying, no. I
Y'all
don't
got
I'm
to see this
anti-precious.
Y'all got
I'm
to see her.
anti-precious.
I
You know what I'm
can't.
saying?
I
Actually, I'm auntie. I do a very bad job at that, so I definitely would have failed at motherhood.
How do you do a bad job at auntie? That's so easy.
Well, I'm out of town. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even auntie that just be sending shit. But they love me to death. But I still do like bullshit, like come and take them to the corner store, like the, you know what I'm saying, like the gas station. Like, get whatever you want.
But
you know
that's
what I'm
fun.
saying?
At the corner
But when
At
they're
the ga-
kids, that's fun.
That's wrong, fool. I gotta be a better auntie, you know.
Girl, no, they're
corner
not
store.
gonna remember that. When they're old, they're gonna be like, I remember when Auntie Precious would take us to the corner store.
For real, huh?
This girl
They're
is
gonna
a
appreciate
fool.
it. Trust me, they'll appreciate it.
I'm just
Can you
saying.
take me to the corner store?
And then you got 2 boys, right?
Yes, girl. I have 2 boys. Thank God. they're
Working on a
boys.
girl.
Working on nothing. I'm not getting fat again.
You got your tubes tied?
No.
So
but-
you can get pregnant.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm
I
on birth
mean-
control, so.
But if you skip 1 month,
Old. Shit, I'm
Then there's
old,
that.
So I'm like, I think my eggs are probably dying.
you think so? Eggs just dead after a certain age. Nah, bitches out here 50-something having kids now. Them eggs is alive. Shit.
I guess. but I'm
Froze
like,
or
I'm
something. You know what I'm saying? Because these bitches is having kids and spending them out like it's nothing. They going through like young bitch problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was 50 when I had my baby and got married. Now we divorced and I'm a single mother at 50.
But those are the ones
You
that
got me fucked up.
Those are the ones that's their first kid, though. I'm like, I don't know who would want to be a new mom at 50.
A new mom.
That's crazy.
But it's kind of cool because it's like, I know I ain't going to make it all the way through. I ain't going to have to keep you the whole time.
No, but then
How long am I going to live?
But then you can't run around with them, like go to the park, like they're
No.
helping you.
Now you say that, but that's not necessarily true. Like my mama just turned, she turning 70 this week, but she go to YMCA almost every day. Like she more in shape than me. I'm talking about she hit 2-a-days, nigga, the spin class and the Zumba, and we got the Pilates this day,
Oh my
strengthening.
God.
I go with her when I'm at home, and I just really try to hang in there because these some old motherfuckers. But you know what I'm saying? This is hard. Like they are, nigga, these old people in shape. Even
I can't.
No, for real.
Jesus.
I try to just go to balance out the bullshit I do. You know what I'm saying? Some people really have a lifestyle. Like Zoe, right?
I guess.
How long you been living a lifestyle? How
What's
long
the
you been a
lifestyle?
vegan?
What are you talking? I'm not a vegan
You not?
But you said you don't eat meat.
right now because I'm detoxing.
Oh, okay.
See,
Oh, okay, got it.
I
Look
thought
at
you
them.
was
They
like
just-
full blown.
They ain't got no information. They just in here tripping.
Well, no, because she's like, he's vegan, so you can't get him there. I was like,
Well, you know, I just figured that because another time I talked to him, he was like, I'm eating this vegan pizza with some bullshit. I'm like, okay, well, he one of them. And he thin and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he look like he'll be a vegan. You know what I'm saying? Oh, pretty good skin, vegan looking ass. You know
This
what I'm saying?
That's
That's what I'm like. I just threw it on him. You know, I just threw it. But my bad, so you a vegetarian. You eat cheese and shit. Hey, Martina.
You know, it's funny you say cheese. So they actually want to put labels on the cheese that it can cause cancer because it's
All
not
this
real.
shit causes
Because
cancer.
it's not real.
None of it. Oh, shit. You know, it's a hard fact to swallow, but all this shit killing us. What's up, Nick?
Speaking of facts, I have a quick fact for you guys. I
Thank
want you guys' opinion on this.
Okay.
So, did anybody watch the Golden Globes?
Damn. Just missed.
No, nobody watched it.
No.
No.
Nobody. Okay, I didn't watch it either.
I love
But
it.
I wanted to know if you guys thought this was a little ghetto. So
Okay.
apparently somebody took some pictures of Beyonce and Jay-Z, and apparently they snuck a bottle of Ace of Spades into the Golden Globes.
Shoot, I would do
Ooh,
the same
that's a
thing.
player.
And
Hey.
I know they billionaires, right?
Right.
And they're supposed to act on a certain level. But do you feel like that's a little?
No, I think that is absolutely
Smart.
correct. Nigga, we out here, nigga. We the top couple in the world, nigga. And this a bottle of Ace. This ain't like no Parmesan, nigga. We out here. Nigga, sneak in that Ace. Nigga, I love him forever. Like, baby, we still got it in us. You know
Wait,
what I'm
they
saying?
snuck it in for them?
But
Yeah.
they
Sure
sell
they
at the
did, yeah.
Golden Globe. My mama do that.
sure.
We do shit like
That's hood
this.
shit right
Right.
there.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
beautiful thing.
Still
you know?
nigga. Shout out to
You've never done that
JMV.
before?
Yeah,
Yes.
but I just thought it was dope that even though they're on this
At that
level,
point,
you
like,
know,
that's
they're
right.
still
That's
still
true.
connected to
That's
it.
Brooklyn and Houston
I
right there.
Yeah, that's
love
fly.
it.
Yeah, I like that.
I love it.
I'm trying to figure out how to sneak liquor onto this cruise. That we're going on the comedy cruise.
They usually let you bring some wine. I don't go have no
No, I
sneak
want
liquor.
rum. Shit. I like rum, tequila.
They gonna have liquor on there, right? You just don't want to pay for it on the thing.
Why would I want to pay for liquor?
I don't care. I smoke weed more than I drink. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna have my
Ooh,
weed.
can you bring that on there?
Nigga, it's legal. We're in California.
don't
So,
know.
is there a reason you don't consume alcohol?
I just never have,
Ever in life?
ever.
Wow. So you've never gotten drunk?
I never, I used to see the homies get drunk or whatever, and it seemed like it's courage juice. Like they needed that in order to relax and be themselves. And I never had
I'm
that
kinda like
problem.
that.
I could always be myself. And I didn't have a problem being myself. I wasn't intimidated by anybody. I wasn't scared of nobody. So I didn't need anything to, help me relax and chill out. So I just never had a use for it. And then when I smelled it, I was like, oh, nigga, what is this gasoline? What are we doing? So, I it didn't appeal to me at any point.
Any vices?
Pussy.
So how is that to
I hate that
overcome? I
word.
mean, that's a happy hour vice,
And that could be worse than liquor. Shit. Why you sitting up here?
Yeah, speak to
Liquor.
the young men out
Drunk
there.
ass.
That could easily be worse than liquor. Shit. Like,
You drunk as hell.
I'm not.
No, but that's a vice
your
that a lot of young,
personality.
a lot of young men have the pussy vice. And, if they have good mentors, male mentors around them, those guys can, explain how you can, put delayed gratification in place. Because, if you get a taste of pussy too soon,
I hate that
before,
word. Why do you keep saying that
especially
word?
if you don't have, like a strong male figure in your life or an example you can model, a male figure that has been successful, that has been able to put all of the bullshit aside. Having a kid who, had 50 scholarships from all over the country, Auburn, Louisville, UCLA, Oregon, USC, I had to teach him early, like, well, the girls are going to be there. So you're going to have to get to a space of delayed gratification. So, unfortunately, I learned the hard way because I didn't have that male figure growing up. And I had to make a lot of mistakes and all of that. But those mistakes made me a better father.
A follow-up. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna.
Wait, Precious. Nakia said Precious better not bring no weed on the cruise. It's legal on a state level, but not on the federal.
Where are we going?
You're going to jail,
Ensenada.
Precious.
I'm saying, where are we going on the cruise?
Ensenada. Mexico?
I mean, they have drugs there. No.
Oh,
No,
wow.
they good though.
You're going to jail,
Tell her, don't
Precious.
worry. Tell her, I've been out of the country before. Tell her, thank you for her
Well,
concern.
What if
What if you bring edibles?
You're going to be in a Mexican jail,
been-
Precious.
I've been. Don't worry. No, thank
Making
you.
mojitos in that
sincerely.
motherfucker.
Just make sure you bring your passport.
I
Big
thank you
ass
sincerely
rats.
for your concern, but I make it, baby. You know we make
But
it.
wait, will you do edibles? Because that you can kind of pass that off.
I
no?
don't like edibles. Because you don't know when they hit. You know what I'm saying? You eat them and then next thing you know you just passed out and then your body just.
But you can start now.
Ugh,
to see
I don't
how-
like edibles. I like to smoke. Shit. Give me some weed to smoke. Shit. And don't even worry about it. Shit, we know. Don't we, mama? We out here. My mom be like, call me when you get through security. I'm just playing. No, thank you, Nakia, but shit. I'm gonna have some shit.
We'll bring some bail money. Just in case.
She going to jail, y'all.
I
I
am
promise.
not going to jail.
We don't receive that.
We do not receive that.
Okay, now you want to be religious.
We rebuke that shit.
We don't receive and rebuke it.
Listen, Nick will
You going to
say
jail,
that
nigga.
weed comes from the ground and it's natural in the Bible.
Take that weed with you. You going to jail.
Your ass is going to jail. No.
They gonna have you out there selling mangoes and shit, nigga. So,
Say, I feel like we should concentrate on the shit that's really hurting people. You know, the shit the young kids on, Percocets and goddamn meth and shit.
Percocets?
Not
Shit.
weed. Huh?
I don't even know what Percocet is.
going to
I know
jail.
because it sounds like a white person drug. But black people don't need. Why?
Oh my God, Precious is hilarious.
I was scared of that shit.
Actually, I wanted to finish this question real quick with Zoe because the chat room's interested. So speaking of delayed gratification,
Where the chat room?
are
On
you?
YouTube.
Yeah, it's
roll
on
out
YouTube.
digital.
I need to
live.
fuck
Tell
with
your-
y'all. I'm
tell
gonna
your-
turn this shit off.
No,
Yeah.
tell your subscribers to go to Rollout Digital
You
on
mean
YouTube.
my 57,000 subscribers?
Yes,
Yeah,
say,
and tell
go
her-
to
and tell
her-
YouTube
yeah.
/Rollout Digital.
Is that
And
it
hey,
right
guys-
there?
Yes. If
Okay,
you guys
let me
want to
see.
call in,
Tell them to pay
in.
their tithes, man.
You guys can call in 818-914-4087.
Let me find it too on YouTube.
And guys, don't forget, we are a listener-supported show, so if you guys would like to donate,
Let me
Every
see.
$10 you donate goes in this jar. We will pull your name at the end of the month on a Tuesday, and you will win something. And you can donate on Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal me at Rollout Digital. And also, at the end of this month, we will be pulling an extra name out of here to go to, Speedy said, tickets to Beach Shazam. That's at the end of February.
That's
so
right.
All right.
Make sure you get that in.
That'll be cool.
And don't forget to
Okay.
sign up. Don't forget to sign up for the comedy cruise. Also, guys, you only have like 12 days before the deposit goes up. Precious will be there. I will be there.
Hell
Belize
yeah.
Pajama Jam.
Y'all know if I'm in the building, it's gonna be a motherfucking party. You hear me? It's gonna be a party, y'all. Who the DJ? Nigga, hello. I'm bringing a CD.
CD. You gotta lower your thing.
Oh, my bad.
Hilarious.
Hey, no, I never be live out here.
Is these niggas live? Let's see.
yes. But don't read the chat room because they could be mean sometimes, guys.
Oh, Zoe used to it, man. It's the hateful eight
they're-
over
they're
here.
so mean to me.
Yeah, Zoe used
But
to
I'm
it.
okay. I don't care.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yes.
So Zoe, quick question, man. So what's that conversation like with the young ladies about delayed gratification in that department?
See, a lot of times, man, the misnomer is men are like hella thirsty. And, and there are a lot of thirsty brothers out there, but the misnomer is that women are not thirsty. And so, like, for instance, when my son was getting recruited, one of the San Diego State recruiters said, listen, man, you got to be careful of the girls that are slightly older than you, that have a car, that don't live on campus, because they will set you up to get them pregnant.
Oh.
Right? This is one of the recruiters
Right,
telling me,
right.
right? They will set you up to get them pregnant. They will give you access to their vehicle. They may have a little piece of money. They will give you some money to supplement your scholarship, the whole 9 yards. So I tell young ladies and especially boys, if you're a boy, a young man of promise, in other words, you're an academician, or you're an athlete, or you're some kind of talent, you have to protect your future, because there are vultures out there, and unfortunately American culture does not villainize women.
Right.
Men are villainized every day, all day, but American culture is reluctant to villainize women. And that was the first time. I mean, we went on a few visits all over the country, and every recruiter told us, you got to watch out for these women that are slightly older. Your son's a 4-star. Had he not got hurt, he would have been a 5-star. And if he was a 5-star coming into Auburn, he went to Auburn. That's who he selected. If he was a 5-star coming into Auburn, he said they'd all be lined up. And they would do whatever. They would cook for him. They would clean for him. They would treat him like daddy.
Dang.
So a lot of times that image is not projected outwardly into the community. What's projected outwardly into the community is he was thirsty. He was stalking me, and you get what I'm saying. But you don't see the same imagery around women in general.
True.
How do you ladies feel about that? Shelly, you being formerly in the entertainment, in the modeling, and in the music industry, and Precious, you come up in the comedy game, dominated by men. Like, how do you guys feel about that?
I mean, for me, like, I don't like being judged. So, of course, being a girl in videos, video girl, video vixen, we're automatically assume that we're trying to come up or use somebody, get with a rapper. No, that's not the case. But now, flip side, my son, who's in football, now I'm looking at girls a little differently.
It's coming.
I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
I already know what they're thinking. I mean, I was not that girl, but I did have friends
It's
that
coming.
were looking for a basketball player, looking for a football player. I had a friend that literally would only date athletes, and she finally scooped one up. I'm not going to say any names. He has a whole bunch of damn kids. Like, she basically got the wrong one. Because for what she was trying to do, like, that was not the one she should have gotten with. But, I mean, it is what it is. So now I'm worried. My kid, I'm like, shit.
How old is he?
He's 15. But
Sophomore.
He looks 18.
Okay.
The seniors are already coming after him.
Is he on varsity?
He's on the football team.
Oh, it's over.
Freshman year, he didn't know anybody. He made homecoming prints. He was on
Oh,
the
it's
football
over.
team.
It's over.
Super popular.
So
He's good
Our
looking.
college is looking at him
I'm
already.
like,
So
You gonna
this
read
nigga
it?
had a suede wave cap on.
Oh, well, it's over.
That explains it all.
It's done.
And
Yeah,
it was purple
a suede purple wave cap.
with
Okay.
the with the flap down in the back.
They stupid.
Right. So,
I-
yeah, it's a lot.
I think, you know what? I think it's an even.
Am I right or wrong, nigga?
You not all the way. I mean, yeah, you kind of right. You are right.
I'm kind of right.
You are right. I agree.
That just sounds like
You are right. Women do come after men just as much as men come after women. I think you need to know what you going in it looking for or not looking for. You know if you in some industry shit, you know what this shit gonna come with. You know the type of people that's gonna come around. So you got to figure out what it is. Maybe you want a regular nigga, and I know, you know what I'm saying. It's some regular rich niggas out here. You know what I'm saying?
What is a regular rich nigga? Like,
I'm
He's
just
not
saying.
rich.
Put that on a shirt, somebody.
why you so stupid?
I'm just
What's
saying,
a regular rich
I'm not
nigga?
saying it like that. I'm just saying, like, it's some people who's not known and not the most popular guy in the world who, like, have businesses and run shit and, like, really, it's like what you looking for. You trying to be this person.
But
with
women
this
see
look.
those dudes as lames.
Or
Tell
you
the
look
truth.
No.
So why does the shiny nigga always win? The popular nigga. Why does he always win? He wins more times than the regular nigga.
Have studies shown it? Or is that just your opinion?
So we finna act like our experiences don't sync up on this? Since you want to play reindeer games.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Are we acting like our experiences don't sync up on this?
No, I'm just saying. My point.
Do you agree with what I'm saying or not?
You guys should call in. Guys, call in 818-914-4087 to let us know your opinions. We're going to take a quick break, but call back and let us know.
And stop hating on the
Happy
truth.
hour. Happy hour.
It is
here
happy hour.
hating.
Precious needs a refill.
She do. Drunk ass.
So, we on break.
Hey guys, it's Shelly RIO from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you.
It's your boy Speedy.
And Shelly RIO.
And we're here to tell you guys all about
the 2020 Comedy Cruise.
Going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we're also doing a blue pajama jam. That's blue pajama jam. Where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly RIO, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she says. We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.
Trust is a luxury. Don't act like you fuck with me. Demonstrate loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Kid, I know what I mean. I don't really fuck with nobody. 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 Raw bitches need to take a chill. Ride around fake shaking, acting like the real. Only fucking with you cause you hit it to the top. So they hit you up just to make sure I still rock. But I ain't fucking with him, man. You know what it is. Real family hold you down through the roughest, toughest shit. Mama, daddy, brother, little sis, and big mix. Nisha ride beside me, we gon' collect a check. Tryna steal my shit, bitch, you done lost all respect. And imitation only leave you into it regret. But listen, I ain't trippin' once you cross me, yeah, you dead. Be me, not Nene, but I said what I said. Bitch, you know that I'm bout it. Keep my pockets crowded. And you know I like my crew to get a little rowdy. Please don't tempt me, bitch, you know I got it, never doubt it. B-I-M-I-T-F, you not go figure it out, B. Trust is a luxury. Don't act like you fuck with me. Demonstrate loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Kid, I know what I mean. I don't really fuck with nobody. I don't get too close. Nobody. I don't really fuck with nobody. I don't get too close. Nobody. If you fucking with me, you know. 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 We gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Ooh, we gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Oh, you know I ain't never been the type to leave you hanging dry. I'm gon' always ride for you. You know I ain't never been the type to leave you hanging dry. I'm gon' always ride for you. If you my nigga then. Never switching up just for the Benjamins. I swear I'm riding, hey. Are you riding? Is you riding? Hey. Trust is a luxury. Don't act like you fuck with me. Demonstrate loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Kid, I know what I mean. I don't really fuck with nobody. I don't get too close. Nobody. I don't really fuck with nobody. I don't get too close. If you fucking with me, you know. 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 We gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Ooh, we gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Oh, fuck with me, fuck with me, yeah. 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 I'm riding, hey. Are you riding? Is you riding, hey? I've been needing 7 letters loyalty. You gon' get it back, just don't fuck up with me. Ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Oh, fuck with me, fuck with me, yeah. 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 I'm riding, hey. Are you riding? Is you riding, hey? I've been needing 7 letters loyalty. You gon' get it back, just don't fuck up with me.
What's up, y'all? What's up? We back.
Yes, we are back.
I know we had a little break, but the thing about it is we drinking. And when you drink, you have to have a little snack. We had to eat some tacos for Taco Tuesday. Shout out to LeBron. It's Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
Face ass. Are we back
Are
on
we up?
here? We are.
Let me see.
Ooh, that was good too, y'all. You know, sometimes you just need a little something to re-energize you because you feel like you almost on E.
Yes, and really quick, thank you, retired player, for donating and putting your name in the thing. Don't forget, you guys can donate at Cash App.
His name is Retired Player on there?
Well, that's his
Check your
screen
mic, Zoe.
name.
1 2 1 2.
That's his name.
Turn it on the top.
They don't like giving their government
on?
names.
Slide it up.
There you go.
I just heard something.
Thank you, Retired.
There you
Is
go.
that working?
There we go.
There you go.
And as you see, we added somebody to the table.
Hello, how are you guys?
Beautiful Miriam,
Uh-oh, we got Miriam.
model,
for having
hairdresser, influencer.
Thanks for joining us today. Miriam, you got your drink. You need to catch up, darling. That's drink one.
I
We
know,
on drink two.
I gotta catch up.
Drink fast,
I
drink
know.
fast. You know what I'm saying? Still slow, little young.
This is Precious' second one. I'm still on my first. Jeez.
Shout out to Ronitos. You know what I'm saying? This is some
It's
good
hornitos.
Ronitos.
She said hornitos.
Shout out to them. This tequila.
And
this
you,
some
and you know
pretty
what's good about hornitos is that it's 100% blue agave, which is what makes it the real tequila.
I was saying, okay, well,
Yes.
this the real deal. This ain't the knockoff. You know what I'm saying? They be having some good knockoffs out here, but this is real. So make sure you get you some Hornitos and Hornitos if you want to sponsor a bit. You know what I'm saying? Holla at us, roll out.
Right. Roll out digital.
All right, so tell us what you got going, darling. What you got going? Your eyebrows look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did them in like 5 minutes this morning.
Okay.
too.
Oh, don't brag, bitch. Don't brag. Shit. Like, it was nothing. I did
It
them
was
in
nothing.
like...
Just a little bit of makeup and concealer. You know when your eyebrows are like thin, you just gotta fill those bitches in
Yeah.
sometimes. You
Yeah.
know what
I don't know how to do it. They would look like two lopsided, like.
They're sisters. They're not twins. Okay?
Right,
Don't-
exactly.
Don't try to
They'll
be
never
perfect with it. It's never gonna get perfect.
You're
it will
right.
never happen.
You're right. You hit and miss.
Wait, so have you ever done, what is that new thing?
Microblading? Oh
Yeah.
hell no. Because you know what? I like to switch my eyebrows up. Like I don't want to commit to that, to like one eyebrow look. Like what if one day I want them to look natural? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's just too much.
I'm just scared that, like, it's going to look, especially on light skin, like, that
Yeah.
worries me.
I'm not gonna lie, that micro shit be looking amazing. Shit.
It depends on who
It
does
depends on who
it.
do it. Yeah, some people look like whore, but it is some good micro bitches out here. You know what I'm saying?
But what
They
if you
are
get
doing
to the
some good
wrong
job.
one? What if you get the wrong one?
Why would you go to the wrong one when it's a million showing you exactly what the fuck they
I don't
do out
know.
here? You can pick
I'm
your own
scared.
shit. I mean, I ain't got it done, but I'm not against it at all. Like, people, like, that shit take a lot of time. Well, not for you, but most bitches is like, bitch, I'm trying to get these eyebrows. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Some
I'm trying to
people, they
grow,
really
but-
need that though. Like I have seen it done and it looks amazing, but I don't feel like I need that, so no, thank you.
Does it matter
Right.
to you, Zoe? Do you care about women eyebrows? Unless it's just too dramatic or you don't y'all don't care.
Right, let's hear what a man really thinks. Like, are we just wasting our time?
Yeah.
I like a natural look. So
So what if she has some itty bitty, tiny, like, nothing?
I mean,
That's
just,
natural.
I mean, if it's gone, like alopecia of the eyebrow, I mean, that's a problem. I think.
But you don't mind
Like
if it's
on
too
the
high.
Whoopi Goldberg side of the game, that's not attractive. But I just like a natural eyebrow. I think when it's too stylized or over stylized, it just looks goofy.
Right.
You know, like when too perfect. It's like
But I feel like there's some girls that shave them off and then pencil them in. I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah,
Like, that's
I think
weird.
that was done back in the day. Like, I think
Yeah, that's
nowadays,
like early
you know,
2000s.
yeah,
Nobody's doing that
some.
shit anymore.
I think it was just a trend people was doing, you know.
Women should take the approach of the bow tie.
The bow tie?
What
What's
does
that?
mean?
So a male bow tie, you have on a cheap bow tie when it's symmetrically perfect. That's a clip-on.
Okay.
We know it's a clip-on because it's too perfect. When you have a real bow tie that you had to tie, you can never get both ends exactly perfect.
Got it.
So the eyebrow thing should be that way too. You know, if
So
you
you-
come in here with the unibrow perfect
I used to have a unibrow.
bumper like fucking eyebrow, you look crazy as hell. You don't look normal.
But they do say if you were to cut your body in half, one side is bigger than the other, or like a little off.
Right. So have an imperfect eyebrow, ladies.
That's what I said.
The fuck?
They're sisters, not twins, you know?
I guess.
We got imperfect titties too. You know, I think one titty
Mine's
is bigger
not.
than the other.
Oh yeah, no.
But I bought mine.
One's way bigger.
You
my
think
right
so?
one, she's
I think my
disrespectful.
left a little bigger than that right. You know what I'm saying? Just a little or something.
Right.
But
But not-
Imperfect
no.
breasts, but perfect eyebrows.
No, let me tell you
no,
something.
now one.
You guys, I have my boobs done, right? So I've had them done. My first set I had done for 12 years, and I woke up one day and one's deflated.
I thought you got to get them redone every 10 years.
Well, I had to get it redone because that shit deflated.
Because you went 12 instead of 10.
Dude, I was mortified. But then I found
Wait,
out.
it just went flat.
Yes, girl, because my first set was saline, so it's water. So water, it immediately goes flat. If you use silicone, it takes time, so you don't really know. But as I'm telling some of my friends, like, oh my god, my boob deflated. There's actually girls out there that have natural boobs that literally have that same, like, one is big and one is small. Like, I had no idea that's actually a thing.
One of mine is
So
big,
just
of
one of
mine
yours
is
did that?
smaller.
Just one, right?
Oh, hell no.
Right.
Oh, no. Like, we get that. Like, I need to look back like you would never be able to tell, fool. It can't be like one. Oh, no.
I would
That's
die.
a problem.
Right.
That's like
I
a
was-
flat on
I
the
did not
car.
take
Like,
my
nigga,
shirt off the whole
This
time.
is a problem. Like,
Until I
call
got to
AAA.
breathe.
What did it look like? Was it just like?
Girl, I will show you a picture.
You got a picture?
I got
We
Not on air.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, it was so
Exactly.
funny because when I woke up, I wasn't sure at first. So I took a picture and I sent it to my husband. And he was at church and he didn't know what I was
Oh
sending
my
him.
God.
And so he's like, don't ever send me a picture like this when I'm at church.
Oh, my God.
But I was so upset. I'm like, wait, I think something's wrong. It was bad.
So then you went back and then they just redid them both?
Yeah. Well, they have to.
And you had to repay everything?
I sure did.
The chat room is going in.
I'm
How
sure
do
they
I get
are.
on this chat room. I want to look.
Said, what in the hell is Zoe doing here?
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody told us, yep, he in the building, y'all. What's up?
Oh,
Call in and holler at him, shit.
yes.
What's our number?
Oh, 818-914-4087 if you want to call in.
Y'all got a phone up in this piece?
Of course.
All right, call in. Holla at me.
That's why Nick is here. Oh, we forgot to introduce Nick. Nick's here, guys. As you know, obviously behind the window.
I said Nick in the booth when we first started, remember?
Okay, good.
You know, I ain't gonna forget him.
We need him,
Need him to be.
or we wouldn't be here.
Nick
What's
in
the number again?
818-914-4087.
You can put it down there. You can write it for him. 818. I'm not finna play with you today.
I am not going to be
Sir.
botched, people. I just got my boobs on. That was it. I'm good.
Yeah, they good now. She not
They
like,
said she gonna
right.
be on box.
I'm like, I'm not trying to.
they going in. But how long ago has it been now? How many years?
I mean, this new set, it'll be 2 years in June.
Oh, so you got fresh ones.
Right.
You good?
And they feel good.
Listen to the
She like, and they
conversation.
feel
This
good.
shit is crazy. You have fresh boobs.
I do.
Fresh set.
I do.
Fresh fruit? Fresh.
I'm excited.
They are milk products, I guess. I'm sorry.
They are.
Fresh.
And you can still breastfeed after you get them done.
Fresh fruit.
Really?
FYI.
So that's the thing. Like, you can just get them and have a baby and nothing. It's just like,
Right,
they just
but
get milk
I
around
mean,
the,
but here's the thing though. After you breastfeed, they could look weird.
like what?
You know, because when
like,
you have milk in them, your boobs get bigger. So, for instance, I used to be literally like this, flat as board, negative A. Had my kids,
and had a
milk filled up. I was a D.
Damn.
Girl, yes. I was like, ooh, that's why I got my boobs done. Because I'm like, you can't give me boobs and take them away.
That
like,
is
no,
hilarious.
that's not happening. So, of course, after you stop breastfeeding, they shrivel back up to these little A's.
So you went from nothing to a D.
Yes.
So if
back
I
to
had
nothing.
one baby, I'm out of there, fool. I'd probably be like
But-
a goddamn KL.
No, but
you know
then-
what I'm saying? He's dumb. Fool, I can't make it.
But
You know
some
what I'm
girls
saying?
keep
Like,
it.
what?
Some girls keep it. Because my one girlfriend, she became a D and she stayed a D.
But you breastfed and then it just went away.
Right, it just went away.
That's disrespectful.
Don't breastfeed, y'all. Fuck that shit. Mix up some powder shit or what they be doing. Can we find some
Oh my God.
some type of seed or something for the kids?
That is hilarious.
Do men consider surgery? Have you ever considered surgery?
What?
Actually, I heard men get calf implants. They get chest implants. I mean, I've heard of
Those are
penile implants.
goofies.
Men,
That's a goofy
men
motherfucker.
definitely get surgery too.
What?
Thank
Men
you, Zoe.
definitely get surgery.
That's a
Lipo.
goofy
Oh
though.
yeah, Kanye
But-
did get that lipo.
Men.
But
That's
see,
a goofy.
we
I know,
live in a
yes.
different, like I'm from a different generation. Men aged with grace and distinction, from my era. Today, you got a lot of men that are watery, that are soft, that are buttery. So again, even the notion of let me get my calves done. Like from my generation, we would be like, you're gay, aren't you? We would
I feel like
just
that's an LA thing, though.
no, I think I know people all over the world. I'm originally from the South. I mean, let me get my calves done is gay to me.
Dude,
let me get my chest done.
I met a guy
Come on.
who was not fat, Like, it's not like he was fat and lost weight. He was a normal guy, and he got a tummy tuck. And I'm like, why would you get a tummy? Like, women, I get it. You know, we get pregnant, our skin expands, whatever. But like, why would you get a tummy tuck?
That's just something
was
you
so
see
confused.
women do. Like,
one of them too.
Well, now if you're like 300 pounds,
Yeah,
and
he was too big.
But see, but that's different. But this guy was like Zoe, like a normal guy, and he just like wanted a tummy tuck. I'm like, that's so
but
weird.
that's like
But why is
a
that
man
weird?
wouldn't even call his stomach a
weird.
tummy.
Wait, but okay, like,
Like,
hold on.
like, let me go get a tummy tuck.
thank you,
like,
Zoe.
wait
Why
a
is, it
minute.
okay for,
Hold
why
on.
is it okay for women to get surgery and men can't get surgery?
Well, they can get surgery.
I mean,
but
they can.
But
I
I
don't
feel
think
like that guy was
Listen,
being lazy.
I'm like, do whatever you want. I've never had
Right.
surgery, but I'm like, do whatever you want.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? Like, but
But I feel like that guy was being lazy because he wasn't fat.
but
and he
aren't a lot
just
of
wanted
women being
abs.
lazy too, though.
Yes,
like, be
exactly.
real here.
Well,
How
I
many-
mean,
how many
well, I
But
mean,
we
I
have a
think
phone call,
surgery?
y'all. Let's see who on the line. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's DJ out of that Vegas.
Hey,
What's
DJ.
up, DJ?
I can't call her. How y'all doing today?
Good. How are you? Thanks for tuning in.
I'm alive. Oh, I just called it by accident.
What?
I didn't even know y'all was
He
on.
didn't mean
Y'all are
to
stupid.
call
Are you
here.
lying or are you being funny?
Nah, for
Y'all
real,
show
bro.
fire. He didn't
He
even
did
mean
not.
to call.
He
All
literally
right, well, hang
called.
his ass
You
up
have
then.
us on
Let's go.
speed dial?
Shit,
Well,
let's
answer
go.
the question.
Nah, fuck that. Hang him up. He ain't mean to call. Nigga moving along. All right, next.
She
Shit.
got that Vegas.
I
What we
couldn't
got
even- I
going?
couldn't even hear
We don't
it.
want nobody
really?
here who
Yeah,
didn't
I
mean to be here. You know what
Can
I'm
you hear
saying?
anything? Oh.
For real.
Wait, Nick, do
He
you have to take a
gone.
quick break because she can't hear anything?
Nah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Well, because we have to switch out the wire. You guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back and play this shot game.
Y'all got breaks and shit.
Trust is a luxury. Don't act like you fuck with me. Demonstrate loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Kid, I know what I mean. I don't really fuck with nobody. 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 All bitches need to take a chill. Ride around fake shaking, acting like the real. Only fucking with you cause you hit it to the top. So they hit you up just to make sure I still rock. But I ain't fucking with him, man. You know what it is. Real family hold you down through the roughest, toughest shit. Mama, daddy, brother, little sis, and big mix. Nisha ride beside me, we gon' collect a check. Tryna steal my shit, bitch, you done lost all respect. And imitation only leave you into it regret. But listen, I ain't trippin' once you cross me, yeah, you dead. Be me not needy, but I said what I said. Bitch, you know that I'm bout it. Keep my pockets crowded. And you know I like my crew to get a little rowdy. Please don't tempt me, bitch, you know I got it, never doubt it. B-I-M-I-T-F, you not go figure it out, B. Trust is a luxury. Don't act like you fuck with me. Demonstrate loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Kid, I know what I mean. I don't really fuck with nobody. I don't get too close. Nobody. I don't really fuck with nobody. I don't get too close. Nobody. If you fucking with me, you know. 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 We gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Ooh, we gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Oh, you know I ain't never been the type to leave you hanging dry. I'm gon' always ride for you. You know I ain't never been the type to leave you hanging dry. I'm gon' always ride for you. If you my nigga then. Never switching up just for the Benjamins. I swear I'm riding, hey. Are you riding? Is you riding? Hey. Trust is a luxury. Don't act like you fuck with me. Demonstrate loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Kid, I know what I mean. I don't really fuck with nobody. I don't get too close. Nobody. I don't really fuck with nobody. I don't get too close. If you fucking with me, you know. 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 We gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the grave. Ooh, we gon' ride it to the grave. Yeah, we gon' ride it to the loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Show me you will never betray me. I need some niggas with loyalty. I need some bitches with loyalty. I need a crew full of royalty. Oh, fuck with me, fuck with me, yeah. 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 I'm riding, hey. Oh, you riding, is you riding, hey. All we need is 7 letters loyalty. You gon' get it back, just don't fuck up with me.
Welcome back. It's happy hour, nigga, and we bound to attack. We been drinking margaritas, we don't give a fuck if you like it. Nigga, we don't give a no fuck if you fuck. Hey, no, if you fuck. Hey, no, if you fuck, nigga, we don't give a fuck. Hey, happy hour in the shit.
Shit lit.
I love
We
it.
don't give a shit. Hey.
Full of energy.
Girl, you're in the wrong business.
Shit.
You
I used to
should've
think
been
I was a
rapper.
rapper, but nah, I'm a comedian and shit. What's
You
up,
can
y'all?
do both.
Nah, fool. You gotta know what you can do, what you really good at.
Oh my goodness, I think you're good at that. But.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Happy Hour with Precious and Shelly RIO.
Yes.
We have our special co-host who act like he don't want to be here and shit. Zoe Williams in the building.
Yes, and we have another guest that joined the table, Lexi Chow.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for
And
being
that's
here.
why
Thank
we're
you
live.
for inviting me. I'm so excited. This is your first show.
Yes.
I'm so proud of Shelly
And Precious, thank you.
and Precious.
But she know you, okay?
Right.
Thank you for
And
including me.
I'm gonna get to know you too,
So
Precious.
sweet. I know what it mean. I ain't taking no type of way. So these are your candles? Are these your
Yes,
candles?
these are my candles. I started a candle line 5 years ago. I'm from New York, and when I moved to LA, I just wanted to do something different outside of the box. I wanted something that had longevity. And, you know, a lot of people, when they move here from the East Coast or just from anywhere, they're trying to figure it out.
Right.
And I used to do publicity, so I said, what?
That's where I met you.
Yes,
She was my publicist.
I was her publicist.
Nice.
Right.
Okay. Now I'm putting it together.
Yes.
Now
Funny,
I'm
actually,
getting it. We
Mary-
got models and
you
models
also-
and publicists. Okay.
You're so funny. Didn't you also work with Melissa Ford?
I worked with her at a point, yeah.
Right,
I
'cause we
worked
had the
with
same
you,
manager.
I worked with you, Michelle Bernard. So.
Right. Michelle, oh my God.
And
I
everybody,
forgot
we
her.
same manager, same PR team, so it was just one
Right.
big collective, and you know, it was a good run working with you ladies.
Was it really? Or you was like, I'm sick of these bitches. I'm finna just go make some candles and
Lexi
shit.
was
I'm finna
fine.
move. You know, I'm over these bitches. It was cool or whatever, but yeah, let me go just make some good smelling reciprocity ass, you know, spiritual shit and get. So, no, so, but not to me, but no, so the candle, it's been lucrative, it's good, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's great. You know, I love perfume. I study olfaction, so I went to perfume school, and I just do everything in house. It's minority based, woman owned.
Which we like, guys.
We love.
Support our
Yes.
small Black businesses.
Yes.
Right.
And
Can I smell one?
Yeah.
Girl, what's great about of course Lexi gifted me one for my birthday. And so I love candles, but my problem with candles is that I get them, I burn them, and then I forget about them. And I feel like they don't last, the smell. And so your candle, I actually have on my kitchen table. And so we burned it and it smelled so good. And then, of course, as I forget to reburn my candles, it still smells amazing. Like literally I don't even have to burn it because it still smells so good. And I'm like,
you.
I
Thank
love
you.
Yeah, this is
candles.
clearly
Did
not
that.
a dollar store candle. That is a
Oh,
good-
no.
You know, they don't
Definitely
have no
not.
smell. That smells really good.
Thank
So do you do them after fragrances, perfumes, and colognes and stuff like that?
So
or-
I did it. This collection is based off of Los Angeles, and I feel like everybody just forgets how beautiful Los Angeles is and all the nooks and crannies.
Right?
And
Everyone's
know,
trying to shit on LA all the time.
Yeah.
You leave because it's fucking crowded.
you have the
is.
mountains, you have hiking trails, you have the ocean, and even people that live in LA, they're like, "Yeah, I never been to the beach." I'm like, "What? What do you mean
funny.
you've never been to Laguna? What's wrong with you?"
Well, actually, I haven't been to Laguna Beach either.
What's wrong with
I've
you?
been to Venice and Malibu.
Venice is the worst.
Have you been to the
beach to
beaches?
go
It's like
to.
Times Square.
It's like
I
going
I went to
to, like,
I've been to
tourism
Malibu.
city.
Yeah, I don't like
I'm
it.
not really a beach girl.
And then I bought a little pop-up tent, but I ain't never used it. I was like, 'cause it was cool. I went one morning early
Wait, where?
to the beach, Malibu.
Oh, Malibu.
Oh, I love
And see, that beach is, I mean, I feel like that one's more like a relaxing beach.
It is.
Like Venice is more, like, you know, there's more
All the
stuff
people.
there.
Yeah, I don't want all
Right.
that junky ass shit and all them people around. I like some nice people. I'm not coming out here to be around all the dumb shit. The point is to be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see shit but them big seagull shits coming around this bitch. You know, like, get
Like the
your
Little
ass on.
Mermaid.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
sound
can't
like
swim, though.
foreigners.
I can't swim, so.
You guys do
Shelly.
not
No.
sound like Angelina.
I'm
No.
gonna teach you how to swim.
You can
That has
swim?
to be
Yes.
2000
Usually people from the
people.
East Coast can't swim.
No, I was born in Miami, so
Oh,
of course
well, that's
I can
why.
swim.
Okay. I thought you were born in New York. That's
no,
why.
I grew
You did
up
say
there.
New York.
All right, well.
I
whatever.
can't swim either. I don't give a fuck though.
Us
I'm still gonna jump off a
Jerseyans.
yacht with a donut thing on. You know what I'm saying?
You
The
guys
little
gotta get
raft.
out. Your state is
That's
beautiful.
like so. Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm scared of sharks, jellyfish.
Girl,
like I'm
stop
gonna
it.
get
I
eaten,
cannot.
drown. I don't freaking know.
Stop.
This cruise that we're going on, like our comedy cruise we're doing, which you guys better sign
Wait,
up
you're
for.
doing a cruise and you don't know how to swim?
Girl, I'm terrified.
that
I'm
gonna work?
terrified. I'm like, I'm gonna be having a light. I need to like get a life vest styled for me to wear on the whole trip because I'm so scared.
If we die, we die. Okay? I don't know how to swim either. Who
I
give a
don't
fuck? We
wanna
got to live
die.
life. You know what I'm
I'm in
saying?
water. I'm gonna
You
die in my
gotta like
sleep.
enjoy. You gotta like.
Exactly.
I
Just-
swam with sharks last year for my birthday.
Sharks,
Love it.
not dolphins.
Where did you go?
sharks.
Oh
Bora
hell!
Bora.
Bora,
Oh,
Bora.
shit.
Nice.
I want to go.
You
Shit.
should.
So Shelly, you're gonna start with eczema, Bahamas, because they
Eczema.
eczema.
Oh, I was like eczema. I was like, what?
I'm thinking of something else. But they swim with pigs. So start
Pigs?
with- yes, they're very
Ooh.
cute pigs.
No pigs are cute to
Oh,
me.
stop it. No, they're big, white, fluffy pigs.
That sounds so weird. I don't know. I can't do it. I don't know. But oh yeah, so guys, so if you donate, you know, at the end of the month we pull a name. One of these candles will be in your little gift bag. So make sure you donate. Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal me at Rollout Digital.
Yeah, we got some good gifts too. We're gonna have you a candle, might have a little weed, you know what I'm saying?
You
Little
said
liquor. Nah,
Weed,
nigga, with a D.
yeah.
And then might be
Oh,
a little
weed.
sample bottle of liquor, you know what I'm saying? A nice little
in there?
Oh my god.
hood gift bag, and it'll be very nice. You can burn your candle while you get high.
You
Thanks
are
for tuning in.
too funny. Okay, so you guys, I have a question. So we're all in the entertainment industry, sort of, right? Now, I've been out of the industry for a minute. You know, I kind of stepped back, wanted to, you know, be a wife and a mom and all that. So now I'm getting back in. You know, I used to do videos and magazines and all that fun stuff. And so now I'm finding it harder to get back in because I feel like the whole game has changed, which is why I wanted to bring Miriam on because she's, you know, one of the newer models that are on Instagram and she makes great money. She has great pictures. And back when Instagram first came out, I used to be one of those girls that was like, who's your freaking agency? Like, you're a model? Like, you're not a freaking model. Like, you're who's like.
So
no,
you ready
like,
to
what
jump
is
back
that?
into the Instagram model game?
I mean, so that wasn't my plan. I didn't want to jump into Instagram modeling. I wanted to just do the regular ad modeling, you know, fun stuff. But now I'm like, I feel like the only way to get in now is through your Instagram and your social media and how many followers do you have before they even look at your pictures. Because before you'd have your comm card, you'd go, your agency would send you out, they'd look at your pictures, and then the next step happens. Now, oh, let me see your Instagram. I'm like, I just started Instagram, like, so I'm already discounted off because my Instagram's not.
But what's the goal? What you want to do?
Well,
You just
I'm
want
just
model
curious, like, what the new, like, how Miriam, like, how did you, you know, jump in there? Like, how did that, did you want to do that? Did it just fall in your lap? Like, how did that happen?
No. I mean, like when I was a teenager, I did a lot of like commercial modeling and stuff like that. But when Instagram first started, I don't think anybody like knew what it would blow up to be.
Right.
Honestly, my following first started because of my hair. Like a
Got
lot
it.
of hair pages reblogged me.
You have beautiful hair.
Thank you. And then I started doing modeling, stuff like that. And then people started monetizing on their Instagram. And at first, I was kind of judgmental of it, too. I was like, the fuck? Like, no, I'm going to post this picture of my food. Or, you know, like I posted random shit that didn't make any sense. And then I was like acquiring a following over time. And it's like, well, okay, you can monetize on it. And then brands will pay you to post things and promote things. But for me, it was like, I want to stay on brand for myself. Like, I didn't want to promote things that I didn't align with. Because I do think a lot of people post shit, can get paid to do stuff like, buy this tea, you're going to lose 10 pounds. And
Right, and they don't even use the tea,
no,
which
they don't even use
irritates the
tea,
crap
and
out of
I
me.
just feel like it's selling a lie, you know?
Right.
So I don't do any of that kind of stuff. So But it is interesting now, like crossing over, because you can be an influencer and then you can be a model and then you can kind of be like in both worlds, which I kind of think I am, where I actually do like commercial modeling, e-commerce stuff,
Right.
not just Instagram shit. But it is interesting because I do have friends who are like real like models, like in where you're speaking,
Right.
like they do like runway and shit like that, and they tell me that brands and agencies will be like, oh, well, you only have like 80,000
Right,
followers.
so that's
I have
what
a
I'm
friend
like.
who's an actor who was like auditioning for a role, and they were like, oh, well, your following's not that big, but we have this influencer who, and she has like way more experience, and it's
Right.
like, it's kind of crazy how it's like,
So
it doesn't
different.
really matter if you have experience or if you have a following. They kind of care about your following more so.
Right.
That's why they get these trash ass shows and shit, because they
Yeah.
going off of followings and shit
Yeah.
instead of talent.
Right. So for you, Precious, do you feel like your Instagram, like, because you're a comedian, so do you think they're looking at your Instagram first before they're looking at your talent?
Man, I don't know.
Well, no, she's a comedian, so that's different.
So it is. So it's not.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be in the same.
She's a comedian, so all she has to do is kill. That's it.
No, for
All she has to do
real.
is go on the road and kill, and she'll be good.
And that-
At Dash Radio, I'm the program director of all of the talk stations at Dash Radio, and then I have my own station at Dash Radio called VOR Radio. And a lot of people reach out to me saying, hey, I want a show, I want a show, I want a show.
Right.
And part of discerning if they can get a show or not, is predicated on, their following. Because at the end of the day, if I say call my phone line, and nobody calls your phone line on a live show,
Right.
then to me that's a setback. So I tend to look at people who have a combination of things. Influencing, like if you can get people to move, if you can move the people meter, right?
Right.
Then I say, okay, this might be a good show. Or if they have an amazing POV. So in the modeling side of it, a lot of modeling agencies are now looking for influencers over models.
Right.
Because a model is just a picture, right? But an influencer can move people to do things, right? So that's important. And that happened in the music industry as well. This is why the quality of talent went down in the music industry. Because at the end of the day, if you can move 400,000 units, or if you've already moved 400,000 units, then I don't care about the quality of the music.
Right.
You're clearly an influencer of the culture, so I'm going to give you a distribution deal or a record deal. So the same thing, the same model is in place for Instagram.
I feel like it's the same thing also with the like when reality TV came out, a lot of the actors were like, "What is this? I'm not going to do reality TV." And now that's what they're doing because that's where the money is. Like they're making more money doing reality nowadays than they are pretty much booking, movies or TV shows. And I'm also noticing a lot of the movies and TV shows are casting reality stars.
And it's all bullshit because you can buy followers. You know what I'm saying? So you can be like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't, but some people do. And it's like, if you can just buy some shit that'll put you on, that's retarded.
But what
They
you
actually
can't
have
buy.
things that will show if you did buy followers.
Right.
There's
Exactly.
companies that can
Oh,
run
okay.
your followers
Yeah.
that will
Right.
show you. And you're
Well,
engaged. You
good.
can't buy engagement.
Right.
You can
Okay.
literally,
That's true.
like,
Right, you can't buy impact. So say I give you a show and you got 200,000 followers, but you only get two phone calls per hour. I'll know, like, yo, this
Right.
is not popping.
And my best advice to you, Shelly, just from our generation, from
Right.
the video vixens
Right.
and
The
the
eye
smooth
candy.
model
Right.
magazines and the Vibe vixens, this is the new normal. So the Instagram modeling and the influencer, this is the new normal, and that's what we're gonna have to adapt to.
Right.
And for you, we know you from the videos, we know you from, just being out and about, back in the late 2000s.
Right.
So.
I feel old.
No, you're young. You're fine like wine.
She's
But,
back in the.
but I will say that you have to reinvent yourself and you have to figure out a new lane and a new direction to pull those influences and to drive traffic and what makes you interesting.
Right,
now.
but so a chat room question I think was for Miriam. They asked, has social media affected your dating life in the industry?
Yes. Oh yeah. Very much so.
Meaning,
Dating is I'm very like I'm actually like I don't date a lot. I
travel the world. No.
I just find it hard to date men because like some of the pictures I post, a lot of
Very
men
sexy.
are like insecure or feel that they just I'm the type of woman, like, you can't date me and tell me you can't do this, whatever. It has nothing to do with you. I'm going to wear what I want to wear because it makes me feel comfortable. If it, makes you feel some type of way, we can't be in a relationship. But a lot of men don't like the attention that comes with social media.
I wouldn't like it either. I don't want no dude online. Get your ass offline, fool. I don't care.
Does social media affect your dating?
No, it don't. Because the dudes I fuck with, I know online dudes, and I don't be putting nothing on that I feel like, you should feel no certain way about. Like, I'm a comedian, fool. Like, but I'm like, you a model, so you supposed to put nice pictures
and
on.
it's like, but it's also, they just don't like the attention. And I get that,
get
but
that
you have to be
attention,
you have to be a secure person, because, like, I get attention in real life. So it's like,
not like just online. So you need to be.
But for me, so the other.
But you can invite the attention. You know what I'm saying? You can invite the attention.
For sure you can. Yeah.
Right, because what we can't do is act like IG is not a thirst trap.
It is a thirst trap.
So just number one,
everything we post on
that.
social media is for attention. Period. Whether it's a picture of your food, a picture of your ass. And listen, if I want to post a picture of my ass because my ass looks good, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna post a picture of my ass. My ass looks good, and I worked fucking hard in the gym for it.
Right.
If you feel some type of way about it, you're not the man who should date me.
But if a dude put a picture of his dick because he got a big thick dick and he know that he can make you come before him, is that cool? If that's who you fucking? No, I'm just saying, like, is it? Because I really be thinking like that. Like, I want my picture to be cool, but I don't want you to feel like if that was my business,
But wait a second.
Ass and dick. That's all they got to fight with, fool. What you gonna say? His chest, his arms, like we showing our ass.
What about his
you know
booty?
what I'm saying?
He has nice booty.
You got a nice.
And then I think something is missing real quick in this conversation.
What's that?
There's different ideas for different generations.
Right.
And the idea for the younger generation of today is more about self-expression and not really giving a fuck what other people think.
Right.
And that's fine. But at some point in time, you're going to meet a man that's going to make you submit spiritually. And you're going to be in a space where you go, this is disrespectful to him. Yeah,
But
I
what
could
me?
do
Or
it.
me?
But
Or
what
the
if
fact
like-
that my daddy
like-
lied?
But what if he
No.
doesn't
Can I
care?
speak on that?
What if he doesn't care?
Wait, can I ask you a question though?
Sure.
Don't you think that it's different for everybody? Like, why do I have to submit to a man? There's plenty of women who are not from this generation, who are very comfortable, like the Lisa Bonets in their body, who did nude photo shoots or whatever you want to call it. Like, me being comfortable in my body has nothing to do with anybody other than myself and my self-confidence.
We agree with that.
Right,
I agree with
right.
that.
So
And-
why should my body does not belong to my man?
Wait.
Now, if I get in a relationship with a man and he goes, hey, this makes me feel uncomfortable,
Right.
I have the decision to go, okay, I can tone it down a little bit for you, or I can't, but I don't feel like I have to change who I am. If you're meeting me where the same reason, this is shit that pisses me off. Men will get with you for what they'll get attracted to you for all this, right? And then they'll get with you and want to change everything that they were attracted to you about.
Okay, but
But if you love him,
but wait.
Hold on. If you're a secure man and you're going after me, just me in particular,
Right.
don't be trying to change who I am. Now, if you want a girl who's dressed and doesn't do all that Instagram shit, go after that girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't go after me.
So don't try to change.
Don't try to change me.
Can I address this?
Yes, because you're the man in the room, of course.
Because you made like 18 points in a row. So let's take a point at a time. Number one, if you're dealing with insecure men, and the spiritual component of relationship tells you that relationship is a mirror. You get who you are. You get what you are. So if you're dealing with insecure men, that might be a reflection on your own insecurity. That's why
we're
you
talking hypothetical,
But
right?
no,
Because I
we're
don't
talking.
deal with insecure
Just
men.
listen. We just
But
hear
she's
it out.
also in her early 20s.
Just hear it out. Let's not try to fight. Again, the spiritual aspect of relationship says you get what you are, right? Everybody is a work in progress. So if you notice, every experience you go through, you learn a little bit more about yourself. Now, as you mature, as you matriculate through life, you find you start to attract different type of people based on the experiences you've gone through, right? So again, today you might say, I get to do what I want, whatever, woo, woo, woo. We have to remember submission for a man or a woman is not about dominance, it's about understanding. I've matured to a point where I can submit to this point, or I can compromise for this point. Again, when you're young and you about that life, you do what you want to do. But as you meet people who reflect your current level of development, they're going to challenge your ass, and you're going to hit the wall at some point. That is the way of spiritual relationships. A lot of people don't understand that. We have social constructs. Oh, he got to make this kind of money, or he got to be educated here, or he got to do this. Relationships, in essence, are a spiritual classroom where the reflections you get from your partner is your personal curriculum.
No, I agree with you on that. You've made some really good points. I'm not an Instagram model, and I would say that my Instagram is fairly conservative. People ask me, "Oh, you don't show your ass." I'm like, "Cause that's not what I do.
Right.
I do candles. There's
And they're pretty.
That's not what I'm putting my behind on there.
Right.
I'm talking about the candles. Now, if you all have an Instagram page dedicated to Lexi's booty, then
Right.
then we'll put that on there. But I would say I was in a relationship with a man, and I consider myself a professional businesswoman like you guys. He told me I wore too much makeup. I said, "Excuse me, sir, I'm just having a bronze beat right now.
Right.
What is too much makeup for you? You met me with lashes, and I might have had an extension piece in my hair, and I might have done a contour. So what are you talking about? I wear too much makeup." And then I thought to myself, why do I attract these men that are insecure? Maybe there's a piece of insecurity in me.
Indeed.
And so that it didn't prolong anymore, I cut that relationship off, because you're not going to try to dumb me down, because I know my worth.
Right.
I'm going to wear my bronzer, I'm going to wear my concealer, and you're not going to tell me it's too much.
But I also think it's preference. Like, people just have what they like. They could look at you and be like, "I think that's a beautiful woman," but my preference is just like a little less makeup. And if you liked them enough, you might have been like, "Well, I can do that," because I'm very secure with what I look like under here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping off that dude. Like, or you could be like, "Dude, you don't know me. You ain't got the right to say shit to me. Fuck you." Moving on to the dude who accept me just the way I feel like coming out. You know?
What's your name again?
But we do have a
Lexi.
phone
You guys-
call.
Lexi?
Yes.
Lexi, she said something very powerful, and I just, I just wanted to acknowledge it. She said, maybe, I attracted this guy because I'm insecure,
Yeah.
right? And again, only thing I would disagree is cutting it off.
That's what
Right.
you do. I spoke to somebody and I said, while I'm doing the work and development on myself these past years, I said, why do I attract these men and how do I stop it? She said, you got to stop it and cut these men off before they get you in their nest. You have to know when to cut it off.
That's the problem. We don't know.
Don't
I
get
know
caught
I didn't
up
know
in
when
the
to cut it
mess.
off. Motherfucker, you motherfucker. But it
You're
was my fault,
hilarious.
but it was still you motherfucker, fool. But I cut it off now, and that motherfucker is, boy, he is going through it. You hear me? But it took years with my stupid dumb ass. I'm so sick of me. But you know what I'm saying? You be liking a motherfucker, so you feel like it's hope, but these
Let 'em
bitch
know how
ass
you
niggas
really
ain't
feel,
shit.
Precious.
You know, so we got to call it though.
Yes,
Fuck
we
that.
will call
Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from? I don't got time for this. What's up?
Man, this is Wonka Joe, man.
Oh my God, Wonka
Hey,
Joe! You guys, he's like our #1 caller. And he's
What's
so
up,
funny.
Waka Joe? What's up?
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Sales Dog?
What up? I'm glad you called in. Thanks for watching.
Dude, Precious, you already know, baby. You already know.
Appreciate
Damn,
it.
Precious.
What's up? What's
Want
up?
to suck on you like an oxtail bone, girl.
Oh, that's all right. Them
Yeah.
oxtails good. You know what I'm saying? And so am I heard. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out my nigga Zometheus Rising.
What's
You know
happening,
what I mean?
PM?
What's happening, young blood?
You
And,
underdig?
them ladies to the right of Zometheus, looking like a plate of chicken and
Wait,
waffles.
Mary-
Hi. Hi.
You said you guys. Wait, what'd you say? They look like a what? Wait, what do they
Plate
look
of
like?
chicken.
Chicken and waffles, he said. Y'all look at
Yeah. Pour syrup on both of y'all booties. You feel
He said he wants to pour syrup on both of y'all booties.
Yeah.
You haven't even seen their booties.
Yeah, that's
She
not
said, I'm not into that. You might be, girl, once they do it. You don't know what you into till they bust a move.
Hey, cuz.
Is it maple
Hey,
syrup
cuz,
or
who,
bourbon syrup?
who the young lady that said, why I gotta submit to a man? Who
Oh, that
said
was
tough
Mary.
shit?
That was Mary. Can you
That
hear
was-
Mary your thing so you can hear?
Mary?
Let her hear.
Yes.
That was Mary right there.
Yeah, Mary.
We're going to
Mary.
put the headphones on so she
Yeah,
can hear
so
you.
she can hear you now.
All right, I can hear you
Oh,
now.
she can't. Oh, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
So you said why you gotta submit to a man, right?
That's kind of like a rhetorical question because I would never.
Exactly. I don't know what rhetorical means, but I think that means you flipping and flipping. I'm flipping something on me. Is that what that means?
I don't know what you just said or what that.
Exactly. But anyway, let me ask you, how old are you, young lady?
I'm 25.
Oh,
Okay.
man. Have you ever reached a maximum level of orgasm before in your life?
What?
That's a real question.
Yes, I have.
You sure about that?
I am positive about
Why?
that. I actually
Why?
did a show about this with Shelly.
Because at
We
the
talked
end of
about
the
this.
day, I ain't never seen a woman who's been fucked right say why I got to submit to a man.
You're
You know what I'm
talking
saying?
about
What?
submission in
What?
the bedroom, which is sexual. We're talking about submission in relationships.
It takes
So-
more.
And
in a
orgasm
relationship
doesn't
to
come
have
from submission. It comes from knowing where a clitoris is and knowing what to do with your penis. So I don't think we're
Baby.
talking about the same things.
Well, first of all, who's 25 years old? Who's 37? with
Just
a
because
dick?
you're
Me
37
or
does
you?
not know what you're doing, sir. Trust me.
Yes, it does, young
No,
lady.
it doesn't.
There's
No,
a lot
it
of
doesn't.
37-year-olds that
Excuse
don't
me,
know
young
what
lady.
they're
A lot of
doing.
50-year-olds.
That's true, but that doesn't necessarily mean
Trust
he don't
me.
know what he's talking
45-year-olds
about.
that don't know
There
what
are
they're
a
doing.
lot of people who
At
think there's.
25 years old, young lady, your vagina hasn't even reached approximate levels
How
yet.
would you
get
know?
me?
Do you have a vagina? How are you speaking from a 25-year-old vagina
Because
standpoint?
I've had sex with 25 years old and I
Okay,
had sex with 45
well,
years
that's
old.
that.
And there is a difference,
Congratulations.
young lady.
And I dated a 43-year-old man for 3 years. What's your point? He didn't make me come once. So what's your point?
Whoa.
Well,
What's
was
your
he
point?
a white
Age
man?
no, it was a black man. Age doesn't mean anything. It's about knowing a woman's body and wanting to please a woman. So we're talking about relationships and the spirituality of relationships. You're talking about sex and you're trying to insert your own dick into sex.
No, I'm not talking about sex, young lady. I'm talking about
Submission?
spirituality, like what Zoe was talking about.
Okay,
Because
so
if
you
you
guys-
ever read a
If you-
Zoe
if you
would know that the
submit- if you
vagina
submit,
is
you'll
connected
click.
to the woman's mind. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so all a woman need to do is submit and she'll have orgasm. It's that easy.
No, young lady, it's not that simple, young lady. What I'm trying to say is, before you even fuck her pussy, you gotta fuck her mind
pussy,
first.
that's a
You gotta fuck her mind. So how does someone fuck someone's mind?
Well, baby girl, what you want me to do that right now on the phone with you?
No, I don't. You're the one who called it. What's your question? What is your
Something you
question?
explain in a
Next,
sentence.
hard
Sir,
pass.
you're
You know what I'm saying?
Hard
It's something
pass.
that you just do.
Next,
You know what I'm saying?
next.
And it depends on the female. I can't just give you one
Well,
sentence.
I'm
and
glad.
explain
I'm
it to
glad
you.
that you're
It
fucking a
depends
lot
on
of
the
minds
female.
out there. I think you're doing a great job. Continue doing what you're doing. I don't know shit. I'm 25, so you keep fucking those minds
don't
and
know
those
shit.
pussy. I don't. I don't know
You
shit
still
about
got a lot
shit.
to learn, young
You're
lady.
right.
But
You're
you-
definitely right about
but
that.
you- But you have to be open to it. You feel me?
I'm gonna be
And if
open
you
to
were-
my mind
and
being
if-
fucked all the time.
And I'm gonna tell you like this before I wrap my
That's
shit
the
up,
problem. A lot of
because I
these
know
men think
the
that
red light is
they
on
think they know
somewhere.
everything.
But
They
before
think
I
they know
wrap my
everything.
shit
It's
up,
an ego
thing.
I just want to let
sex
you
is
know.
a way to no,
I'm
it's
We're
not.
listening. We're listening.
We need
Yeah,
I
end it
just
up,
want to
end it
let
up.
you
I'm
know, young
sorry,
lady.
it's 2020.
that
We need
at some
substance.
point in time,
Okay.
you know
Yes,
what I'm
but
saying?
we
you
need
will
balance,
find
too.
yourself.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm
And when
sitting
you
on the panel.
find
There's 4
yourself,
women, and then
then
you
a nigga
hear
will come
a lot of these men. But if you look at it objectively, women are as guilty of the same things.
Thank you for your call.
So we have to balance it out.
I don't know. When you're spiritually yoked with somebody, the sex, the chemistry, the balance, it all comes into play. But if you're not equally yoked,
You're
of
not going
course
to,
you're not gonna
yeah.
have orgasms and those things of
Right,
that nature
but-
because there's no chemistry. There's
no, I'll give you a,
there's
you're
no balance.
100% correct about that.
Well, I think you
However-
disagree.
No,
You
no,
disagree.
no.
I'm
She's
trying to read her
100%
face.
correct.
I'm trying to read
You're
Precious'
100%
face.
correct about that, and I'll tell you why. Because all I have to do is ask the question, how many times do women ignore their intuition when dealing with men?
Oh,
I mean,
I've
lots.
When
I mean, a
choosing
lot.
men?
I've
think
ignored
a lot.
red
When
flags.
having
I've done
sex
that.
with men.
A lot.
So a
We
lot
all
of
have.
a lot of the disappointment you experience or the unsatisfaction or unfulfillment you experience is at your own doing.
Right.
But
Which I do
when
it too.
but when you talk to women about why it went wrong, they can point from A to Z about what he did wrong.
Yeah,
But
they're
one
not
of the key things is,
Taking responsibility.
did you ignore your intuition?
I knew he wasn't
Did
shit.
your
But
intuition
it
tell
takes
you?
a self.
Can there
Hold
ever
on,
be a
hold on,
It takes a
hold on,
level
hold on,
of awareness.
I promise I'll let you guys talk.
If
you
you're
let me
not
finish
aware,
this.
if you're
I
not
promise.
aware, it takes time for a woman to become aware of those
It takes
things.
time for people to
Yeah,
become
people in
aware.
gen- yeah.
Not just women,
Yeah.
men too. So the point that I'm making is women have been ascribed this superpower, which is called intuition. And what I find in my studies, in my research, in my writings, is that a lot of women, even when they know better, will still continue to ignore their intuitive powers.
Can I speak on something?
All right, can I
say
lighten the mood up a little bit?
Wait a minute, we have a phone call. Let's just take a phone because I think we got a lot of
caller.
Caller, what's your name? Where
And
you
then,
calling
and then we
from?
need to take a shot.
Caller.
And then I want
Nah,
to
let's
talk
let him
about
talk,
something.
y'all. Listen,
I'm a very
listen.
Yes.
All right, who's
Please,
this? Who's
I gotta
this?
hear the caller. Go ahead. What's your name, baby?
First of all, McVeigh from Houston.
What's
Oh,
up,
hey,
H-Town?
McVeigh.
Hey, what's going on, D-Time Boogie?
Good.
Hey, but real quick, shout out to Zoe, man. Big fan of your Mansion series as well as the work you do on 5150. Appreciate you joining us on today. Precious,
brother.
my queen, I love your G-Spot show.
Thank you for
I
watching.
appreciate you for sitting in on this show. But if I could add, on the conversation regarding submission, I think it's a two-way street. And oftentimes, unfortunately, we live in an era of non-accountability in terms of females, in that, let me start with this. I've been married 20 years, and I'm 42 years old, so I'm only speaking from my experience. So for me, when I talk about non-accountability, men have to conform and submit to the female in the same way the female sometimes for the man.
Right, it's
But
called compromise.
oftentimes I
Yes.
think with the younger generation, and no disrespect to the 25-year-old, I'm just speaking younger than myself. When they hear submission, they're thinking authority, they're thinking control. And my wife, I remember telling me back in the day, we have what we call slabs here in Houston, where, you know, you fix up an old school car, you have the music in it, the rims and all that. When she got pregnant, she said that you can no longer move around in that car because of things I was doing in the streets. You now are a family man. So she was suggesting that I change the vehicle to suit my new lifestyle. And I had to submit to that ideology and that she's correct. And so a lot of times we as men submit to the things that our women tell us, but it sounds like, and I could be wrong, that when it's on the flip side, is women would say, oh, I can't have a man who's insecure, this and that. But if a man says, okay, that's too much makeup, and you say to him that that's how you met me, well, you met me in a certain state and I met you in a certain state, but we're going to grow together. So how can we communicate and grow together as one rather than be combative back and forth?
That is so real.
But growing together and then trying to change someone are like to me are
That's
two different things.
Can I say
right.
something? Yeah.
Right.
I think he had a real valid
I
point.
think
like
he did in some
yes.
ways, and then this is my thing. I think we're confusing what we're talking about here. Like we're talking about a whole bunch of different things. Like in terms of like, I wanted to address what you said earlier about trusting your instinct. I agree. Women are blessed with a natural instinct, but I'm a very spiritual person, and a lot of people don't know that your gut, what you eat and what you put in your body, can actually fuck with your gut and your instinct. And a lot of women, like when you get into a relationship with a man, I don't think it's about you guys wanting to change each other. I think it's about you wanting to grow with each other. If you meet a partner who you feel like, okay, this is a person I want to be with, then naturally you guys are going to want to be better for each other. But there's a difference between wanting to grow together and wanting to change everything about a person.
Right.
Don't come into a relationship saying, I don't like the way you wear your hair. I don't like the color of your hair. I don't like the way you do your makeup. I don't like the way you dress. That's like me saying that to me. I would never date a man if he had facial hair and go, I don't like your facial hair. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Growing together is growing together spiritually, maturing together, you know, in other ways, not just physical ways of trying to change the way the person moves in the world, in my opinion, but different strokes for different folks. Some people are religious, some people aren't, some people are spiritual, some people aren't.
I think it's just the level. I think it's the level of respect you have for the person you fucking with.
Right.
Period.
Yeah. Right.
Like it ain't got nothing to do with.
But it's subjective to what you believe.
It is subjective to what you believe, but that's why you want somebody who shares some of the same
the
beliefs.
same
But you don't have to
exactly,
be exactly like me, because I compromise for you. If I like you, if I feel like you a genuine person, I feel like, dang, this would make me feel this certain way, so I wouldn't want him to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong. I don't feel like you taking control of me for that. I feel like I'm respecting you and you respecting me, and we on this level.
But I also feel like it's how do you approach a person, because I was watching an episode of the Kardashians and we all
wait
know
a minute. Phone call. Well, you gonna say that shit. Phone call. What's your name? Where you calling from? I don't give a fuck.
It's DJ out there, Vegas.
Kardashian. What's your name, baby?
DJ out there, Vegas.
What's up,
this is
DJ?
the guy that called by
I
accident.
can't call it. No,
Did you call on purpose this time? Cause we'll hang you up again. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it was a joke.
You was joking. Oh, my bad. I was drinking. I was serious as fuck.
Yeah,
My bad.
I thought this was a comedy show. I thought you was a comedian, Precious. You just
Shit, I am, but I'm a serious ass comedian, fool. I tell my jokes on stage. In real life, I am ignorant. No, I understand. My apologies. I didn't know, sir.
Okay.
I apologize from the heart.
I just wanted to speak on this topic from my perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To me, I can't understand the problem with submitting to a man. Now, I believe that there is constructs within everything. Within a relationship, there's a construct. There's a man aspect, there's a woman aspect. I believe that a man is supposed to lead, a man is supposed to provide, a man is supposed to bring enlightenment, and many other things. So what's wrong to submitting to that?
If
Now,
you a
as
good
man-
leader, now y'all be leading the bitch astray.
But
You
it's
know what I'm
also,
saying?
it depends on what
Nigga,
a
lead
man-
me in the right
But
direction.
some men think that
Okay,
submitting is
okay.
telling them what to do. Like, and that's not submitting.
but listen,
that's being
listen.
someone's boss.
As a man, I have to be smart. I have to be funny. I have to be romantic. I have to be a provider. I have to be a protector. I have to do all of these things. So it's all I'm saying is, what's wrong with submitting to that?
Nothing.
And
There's
now-
nothing
with
wrong
that.
with submitting. Okay, let's clear this up. There's nothing wrong with
No, I
submitting.
didn't finish.
Nobody's saying that there's nothing wrong with submitting. What we're speaking of is when you're trying to change somebody's identity. Don't come in here trying to change the way I dress and then sending me J. Crew pics saying you want me to dress like Molly Wagner from Idaho.
Okay.
No, we're not going to do that. I have flavor. I'm from New York. This is me. Get used
Okay.
to it. And if you don't like it, kick rocks, son.
But you like
Okay,
it because you
but-
approach me.
But that's
it's
the
a-
thing. There's nothing wrong with submitting. I am a spiritual woman and I am a woman of God when I want to be. But
Occasionally.
occasionally.
Okay.
But there's
On
nothing wrong with
Wednesdays,
submitting,
on
and I'm
Wednesdays,
all
sinners.
for that. But don't try to change my identity. You have to meet people where
Okay.
they're at. And if
But-
I met you with baggy shorts and your boxes hanging out, maybe I was attracted to that. And
But now you need to clean up like Steve Harvey and mind you, nigga, you ain't gonna walk around in these bag ass suits. We are gonna elevate
Okay.
and you gonna get them tailored.
right,
God
we'll
damn
see,
it.
work
everybody-
together
it was-
to, come together to look great together. I don't know. But don't try to change
Okay,
my
but listen.
damn identity. Don't try to change how I dress.
That's an insecure man who would do that.
But that's what Kanye
That's what
said
we're
to
talking
Kim.
about. That's
Kim,
what we're talking about.
Can I get
on
in?
air, like he was upset about how she dressed.
Let's let our caller have a second because he gotta go.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
DJ.
yeah.
But he can't make 18 points in a row. You got to check him on that. Make a point and then go.
Okay.
Listen, we do a little different on a rollout show. This ain't the Williams show.
I'm just saying, you done made 18 points. Y'all got to stop him.
I made one
This
point.
is happy hour with Precious and Shelly show.
But-
Listen, when you're at the bar
and
and
we
you're
want you to
talking
make
to the
your point.
bartender, you're there
Make
for
your-
hours.
It's okay, DJ. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm saying is also you can't judge entire population off of the representation of just a
judging a
couple.
population?
Yeah, you
No,
might have dealt with
definitely
some
not
insecure
judging.
man,
Then
but
why you guys
there's
judge
many
video
men out
girls?
here
Shit.
that is
There's
not
a lot of
like, you know what
And
I'm saying?
Instagram models,
So,
huh? No, I'm just kidding.
like,
What is he talking
I
about?
don't know.
you made me mess up my train of thought. But
Good.
anyway,
Let's do a
Sorry,
shot.
it's,
DJ.
it's like
Let's
what?
move on.
Oh, I can't put that
Let's
by there.
move on.
Yeah, let's go to another happier subject.
Filibuster.
Listen,
Oh,
you
this is a
guys-
great
This is a
subject.
good subject though. This got people calling in. Like we feel.
No, we can
passionate.
stay on the
It's
subject, but
something
we need to
passionate
lighten it up.
about. We trying to gain, understanding. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. And you gain more not being combative. By somebody being, you're not gonna tell me what to do with it. Why not just take a little bit constructive criticism? It could be the man of your dreams. It could be like, yo, that's a lot of makeup. Why don't you try a little bit? Like, what's wrong with a little compromise to doing something that I like a little bit?
Okay, so
rather
how about
than-
if the girl said, can you make your dick a little bigger? Like,
Wait.
like what the hell?
They are getting dick
Can you
implants
last a little
now.
longer?
Niggas is
Better?
getting dick
Wait,
implants.
Can I be
I
like,
saw it.
That is
can you
just
get rid of your
heard.
beer belly?
Niggas is getting
Right.
Can you
dick
take a little
implants.
bit of that compromise?
Right.
Can you go get on the gym and get rid of your beer belly a little bit?
I kind of like
Yes,
beer
I
bellies
can.
though.
I do too, but
You know what I'm saying?
I do too. I like a
But
little
listen.
I like a little something, something. You eating good, nigga. All right, thank you for your call, DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because don't be finer than me, goddammit.
All right,
nigga.
listen,
I
you
got me
guys.
fucked up.
Oh, wait, let me-
And I ain't no model. Y'all see me. I'm a
Um,
nigga. She.
All right, you guys, we're gonna continue to talk about this, but I want to lighten the mood up. So we're all gonna take a turn, minus Zoe, because he don't drink, and we're gonna spin this little thing.
Oh, yeah,
And whatever number it lands on, that's the shot you have to take. It could be white tequila, brown tequila, or it could be amaretto. So I'm gonna go first because I need a
It is
shot.
Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday, and I am getting 35. I don't know what that is, so let's see.
There's 36. That
There's
ain't
mine.
35. That
All
ain't
right.
35, nigga.
No, it's 31 to 36. So it's
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, I ain't taking no clear liquor food.
all right. Well, here is you. Well, I'll
No, go
switch
ahead.
with you if it makes
Okay.
you feel better. I'll just spin for everybody. All right, this one's for Precious.
Nigga said I can spend for my goddamn self.
Well, are you gonna get her?
Nah.
Let's see.
Nah.
Shelly, what did
By
you
the
spike
way,
these drinks with?
by the way, this is shot roulette.
Shot roulette. Now can I at least throw the ball? You can spin
Oh
the
no,
shit. Let me just,
here I'm just gonna give you this. Oh wait, you want a dark one? Because you got my number, so it wouldn't matter.
Precious, where are you from?
Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Yes,
I love your energy.
Thank you. Come to a show,
And she's a
girl.
comedian.
Yeah, come to a show, y'all.
Yes.
Where do you perform?
What number is this? I can't
What's
see.
today? I'll be at the Laugh Factory. That's
Oh, I love that.
Chocolate Sundays on
Here,
February 9th.
This
Y'all
is for
come through.
Miriam.
What time?
2 shows, 7:30 and 9:30. Y'all
I
should
will be
come.
there. I will definitely
No,
be
for
there.
real.
I will definitely come.
Come, y'all, for
I will
real.
definitely
I
come.
talk a lot of shit.
When is it? When is it?
I love comedy shows.
February 9th. It's coming up, maybe a couple of weeks.
Oh, I'll be here. Here, this one's for Lexi.
Okay.
That one is like filled to the rim.
Girl,
Oh, yours is.
you got here late. So is mine. Mine's filled. I didn't even know what this is. Ooh, this is Amaretta. All right, let's cheers. Yay! Shot.
Cheers for the 19-2020. We ain't taking no bullshit. We out here finna get the bag.
Happy hour.
Happy hour on these hoes.
That was actually really good. I got Amaretta.
If you hating,
I know I'm an alcoholic because I didn't feel
Do
that.
it. That was actually sweet.
Yeah, that wasn't too strong actually.
Mine was a little hardcore.
Was it?
I don't know what the
'cause you
fuck I
guys
drink.
think-
I drink Hennessy. I'm on margaritas and goddamn Amaretta salad. I don't know what the
I
fuck
think you
going
guys
on.
got the tequila.
I think so.
It's some bullshit. No, y'all come
All right,
for
back-
real. Hit me up,
Yes,
okay?
I'm
will.
gonna
Yeah.
for sure come.
Okay,
Actually.
y'all laugh for it.
Remind me, please. Tell me the date.
We got another call.
shit.
Oh, get the goddamn thing.
Sorry, that was me. Sorry.
All
Oh, you
right.
the
Kyla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Bread, cheese, and pickles, peppers, bread, cheese.
Hey, pickles, pepper, bread, cheese, pickle, pepper. We made it. What's up?
What was that? That was.
Is this Blue?
No.
I just wanted to say that, plus I love that song, yo.
Oh, thanks for listening. I came on the show one day when Speedy and them was here, and I was telling them about Rudy's Chicken, which is a famous spot in Oak Cliff, Texas. It's only one of them. It's the nigga chicken spot. You know what I'm saying? It's good as hell. You get the pickles, peppers, seasoning, and they made up a whole song, Blue Millionaire. Like, red chicken. He done called this singing the song.
Funny.
That's all right, boy. You know what? I appreciate the couple of people that fuck with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. What's up with you? You got a suggestion about this submission shit? Are you gone?
Hello?
Okay.
Are you there?
He gone. All right,
Oh.
Hey
moving
guys,
on.
can we shout out my son? He is logged on from Bronx, New York.
What's up, the Bronx in this bitch?
Hi, Lexi, son.
What's up, New York? Shit.
And he's gonna be 22 tomorrow on the 22nd. So.
Oh, that's cool. 22 on
Have
22.
a shot for him. Have a shot for him.
She said, "Have a shot."
Yes. Oh, and guys, really quick. So just to remind you, one of our sponsors, Grass Straws. Make sure if you guys want to save our planet and not use those horrible paper straws, you guys go to grassstraw.net. As you can see the grass straws on our table.
Ooh, I didn't even notice those.
Yes,
Those are
girl,
amazing.
because the turtles are dying.
I have a straw that I carry around that's biodegradable.
Right. Well, this one, if you
Like a reusable
litter,
one.
if you
Use it
just
for
throw it on the
motif.
ground and litter, which you should not litter, animals can eat that. So it's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
healthy for them. So go to grassstraw.net, use code D3 because the Rollout Digital gets a percentage of that, and that would be awesome. All
Okay,
right.
we have another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, happy hour.
Hi.
Seymour in the bill. I
Yes,
knew you was
a
watching,
girl.
girls.
Woohoo!
Seymour don't miss a damn beat.
Do you have our back, Seymour?
Precious, I wanted to come up to see your show in Dallas. I saw the little clips you posted. Oh my God, I called you the Aretha Franklin of comedy. You look so
Bitch, and I
classy.
brought the whole motherfucking city out. Thank you, Lord. I don't want to sound, you know what I'm saying, unhumble, but
Girl,
I was nervous, but
get
the
your
show
props.
was amazing, y'all. Dallas came out for a bitch. It was my first time coming home in like 5 years. You know, I only been doing about 6, but everybody came out. We packed that bitch out. It was amazing. The bitch one is my first time producing the show. It was so good. And I got to reunite with Kamira, who haven't been on our show
How
for a
did
while.
she do as the host? How
She
did do
killed
as
it.
the
She
host?
killed it hosting. Everybody loved her, Teddy Ray, Black
She was
Ron.
nervous.
She said she was nervous. She
Girl,
got out
hey,
there.
I missed it. When will you have the DVD ready, or when will it be ready?
We working on it now. We cutting it up. We editing shit. I'm gonna have an album too on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? We got my family clips. Like, I'm so excited about this project, y'all. I really am. I'm really blessed. And you know, you be scared to bet on yourself, but I really bet on myself, and I won full, so I feel good.
Shit,
know
you
what I'm
should.
saying? Like, for
But I
real.
wanted to pose a question to the guests, though, since you guys were drinking.
Yes.
And I think one of his previous shows, you know, there are a lot of brothers who go in about sisters wearing extensions and, okay, wearing too much makeup, and I like things more natural. So what would you do if you met a nice lady who didn't want you to wear your hat? Because, see, there are some things that men do and hold on to that, you know, some women may not prefer. It's not just women presented themselves and not
Yes,
looking natural.
Seymour.
There are things that men kind of feel more secure in when they don certain things as well. So what would you do if you met a young lady who really liked you, that you connected with, and did not want you to wear your hats as much?
Right. Again, it's about compromise.
Take your hat off. I'm just
Right?
kidding.
It's about
Let's see
compromise,
what's under
right?
the hood.
He probably
Right.
hasn't cut his hair, Shelly. Don't do him like
Are
that.
y'all gonna,
Are you
I'm
going to
sorry.
compromise with
Right.
us?
No, I'm
Are
just
you gonna
saying.
take your hat off?
Are you gonna-
I want to see what's under the hood.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just say this. It's about compromise, number one. Number two, if it becomes a problem, right? Like, it can't be a goddamn problem. Like, yo, you wearing a weave, or you wearing this, or you wearing that. Like, to me, that's a manifestation of insecurity. To me.
If you're wearing those things?
No, I'm just
Oh.
no. If somebody is complaining
Oh, okay.
about the
Okay.
way you
Okay.
look,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
to me,
Okay.
that's a manifestation of insecurity. To me. So if you're dealing with a person who's constantly worried about the way you look, the way you dress, how you do your face, and all of this and that, to me, those are red flags, signs of a controlling personality.
Yes.
Agreed.
You see what I'm saying?
Cause why you talking to me if you don't like the way I do
Exactly.
But that's what I'm
me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why you talking to me if you don't like bald head bitches?
And
You
you
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying? Why the fuck you talking to me? You know
And just for
shit.
anybody out there, there's nothing wrong with that. The fact that you attract them, but it's being aware and knowing when to cut that off and have boundaries. So when you go through things and then you're saying, wait a minute, he wants me to change this and that, but how long did you know this? 6 months ago, and you're still here? That's on you now.
Right.
Now that's for you to sort it out.
Well, I would call that your personal curriculum.
Well, but they'll try to flip it and say that you're donning the weave and the makeup because you're insecure, because you're not confident without it.
No.
Everyone does something
Hold
to
on.
alter their appearance. Everybody.
I mean, as long as
Yeah.
you're doing it for yourself, then who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Absolutely.
I think we're convoluting the whole point. You might be wearing all of that shit because you're insecure. Let's not, let's not marginalize the other side of the coin. There's two sides to every story, to every coin here. So you may have some people that, are not insecure and wear makeup and it's all good. Those type of people don't mind not wearing makeup. They don't mind not wearing a weave. They don't mind looking whatever way they feel like looking in the moment. So if you have a person that is dependent on a certain look, dependent on makeup, then okay, this person who's complaining about it is probably the mirror of your own insecurity. Now that's a person-to-person, kind of basis.
Have a
Good,
valid point there. That is facts of that is life laws right there.
Right, because you could just be like, shoot, you ain't got to love makeup, but I'm still a woman deep in my 30s. I'm just not stepping out without something on my fucking face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you bitches retarded to do it, plain face with just some damn lip gloss. Bitch, you too old for that. Put on something.
Wait
You know
a
what I'm saying?
minute.
It ain't got to be
That's a
much.
question. You
But
called
bitch,
the
do something.
Keys
Just
retarded.
do your brows, bitch. Put on some mascara,
Alicia
hoe.
Keys.
Put on a little lip.
She
Like, do
retarded.
something, bitch. We just at an age where you should be coming out looking 11. Give a fuck.
Well,
Shit.
I dated someone who loves the way I looked without
Thank you,
makeup,
Nick.
and I love
I'm
the
gonna
way.
let off
Thank you,
I
Seymour,
got
for
family
calling.
members
Thank
who's
you.
like that,
Yeah, and
like,
I
who
love the way I look without makeup.
Yeah, and
I
that's
wear
cool.
makeup for work and stuff
taking
like
another
that,
shot.
and he would be like, "I think you're so much prettier without makeup," and to me that was a great compliment.
It
I
is.
love that.
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
And
compliment.
I wasn't, and I didn't. I'd be like, "Thank you." So when I was at home, when I'm at home, I'm never wearing makeup.
Right.
You know
I
what I mean?
understand that. Why would you
Yeah.
be sitting around the house dolled up? Goddamn
Right,
it.
you clogging your
know what I'm
pores for no fucking reason.
Listen, I only put makeup
But-
on today because y'all were coming. I'm like, I don't want to be the ugly bitch in the room.
But at the
Shelly,
same
you're beautiful. You are naturally
shut up.
beautiful.
I literally
You
never wear
are-
eyeshadow, like, ever.
Stop it. No, I
Unless I'm getting
I
paid.
dated a guy that was like,
But at the same time, the same one who would say, I want you with nothing on, will go right out and grab that bitch
That's right.
with a cake face.
Right,
Nigga, you hear
right.
me?
My
Like,
husband hates my
caked
makeup.
up, but like,
Right.
baby, don't you put on nothing. I don't want nobody looking at you, but I want
Can't
this
cake all
bitch
that
right
makeup
here.
on. I hate washing my face. I'm like, when you wear, I mean, obviously you wash your face every day, but like when you wear makeup, that's a whole other routine.
Yeah, ever since Zoe tried to come at us about our collars, we've been off the chain. We got another collar. Collar, what's your name? Where you
Hi,
calling
Collar.
from? Yeah, nigga, I catch all little slams and shit. Look, yeah, nigga, it's nothing. What's up, Collar? What's your name? Where you calling from? On our first show.
Yes.
What's
Hello,
your?
hello.
Hey, babe, what's your name?
Yo, this is L out of Houston.
Hey,
What's
Elle out of
up?
Houston. Oh wait, Elle out of Houston. Hold that thought. Make sure you hit up Michelle because she said you need to email her. Rollout. What is it? What is it? Fuck. Rolloutdigital@gmail.com. Email her because she had a question.
Yeah, I
for you.
sent an email.
Okay, good, perfect. All right, go on.
So let's flip the script.
Yes.
flip the script. Let's talk about when you meet a person and they're all done up, or they have their best face on, or whatever you want to call it, and then once you get with that person, then all of a sudden now they don't do as much to be as attractive.
That's childish. That's
Jesus,
and,
what
and
happened?
now
That's immature.
and now the person is like, hey, what's going on? Why don't you wear makeup like you used to? Why don't you dress the way like you used to?
I mean,
Would
that's
you
a
guys
valid.
still look at that as being
it's a valid
submissive?
question.
No, she don't like you, fool. If she liked you, she would still do that
But, like,
shit all the
but
time.
why- but what's
You know
her
what I'm saying? She
face-
like, I know this nigga now. He
Stop
not
it,
cool.
Precious.
I don't like him,
Stop it,
and I'm not putting in the effort.
But wait,
I was putting in
But
at
why
first.
was her face beat? Was
'Cause
she
I
at a
don't feel he's
wedding?
worth
Was
it.
she like on a photo
Makeup
shoot?
shouldn't
Like,
be that
I don't
much of
know.
a
Like, how did you meet this
Makeup
person?
should not change your face that much where you look crazily different. If it is, you're doing too much.
But makeup has
It
some
does have
magical
powers,
properties.
But that's what
Right,
I'm saying.
right.
You shouldn't be doing so much where you look completely
Like those
different
YouTube
without
videos,
makeup.
like they look like a whole different person.
They do.
I'm
That's
like,
that's
how do you
artistry.
change your
That's
nose to be
like
skinnier?
plastic
Like,
surgery.
I don't even understand.
But
how you
if
do
you
that.
see a
Contour.
girl that's uber made up, right,
Uber made
and she looks amazing, you would be a fool to not assume that she's gonna look drastically different once it all comes off.
Right.
Now, you might be happy, you might be pleasantly surprised if it all comes off and she looks attractive. Like when your guy said to you, you look better without makeup. You might be pleasantly surprised.
Right.
But in the event that you're not, you should have assumed at least she's gonna be at least 2 or 3,
Notches
grades
under.
down.
Yeah.
You know.
Degrees,
Like,
two
you
to
should
three
assume.
notches down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if
But
he
it
thought
depends
you
on
was
the
a
makeup
teen.
you're wearing too, because if you're doing like a whole contour, like change
Right.
the
Yeah, if you're doing
Like,
all the
to me,
magic and glitter
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
come
that's
on.
a lot of shit.
Right.
That's a lot of
Come
shit.
on.
But I mean, like,
I be feeling like I'm doing
I mean,
a lot. I be looking normal
But
in
you
the
can,
house.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
you can enhance your look a
shit.
little bit. But that's what I told a lot of girls. Like back in,
like, don't think that this fucking highlighter is gonna stay on my goddamn cheekbone.
right.
Yeah.
But like even when you go to an audition, like a lot of girls go there overly with makeup,
No,
and
you
so I'm
gotta
like,
go there,
I
like,
put
bare
so much
face.
work going there with no
Bare
makeup
face
because
is
if
the
they can
best.
see you and say, oh, she's pretty without makeup, but if we put some makeup on her, then she'd be, a 12.
And
instead
maybe
of a
that's what
10.
guys think.
That's
They
what
like if I meet
they're
you
looking
natural.
for. They don't want you coming in looking like a 12 because they're like, well, we can't do anything with her because she's
Yeah,
gonna
they
look.
want to see what your natural
Right,
form is
exactly.
because
But-
you don't know what type of
Hey,
role it is.
lady.
You don't know if this role
Yes,
is
go ahead.
made up.
Oh,
or
I forgot you were
superficial.
there.
Here's my question.
Oh.
Here's my follow-up question.
Yes.
Would you be offended if your significant other, person you're dating, would come to you that way, asking you to wear more makeup or go back?
Yes.
You
Yes.
think I'm, nigga,
Yes.
you think I'm ugly.
Yeah,
You think I'm
right,
ugly.
right.
You
I
should
would
be
be
fucking
offended
me
for
because you think
sure.
I'm ugly.
So a man really can't come to you and ask for shit.
I mean,
You really can't make a request for
maybe it's
anything.
in the delivery. It's in the delivery.
Okay, I was thinking from a biased
It's in the
position
delivery.
though. Hold on, I'm thinking from a biased position because every man I've dated has always told me they like me better natural. So
Right.
I
Me too.
I
Yeah, me
want to be
too.
with a man who likes me natural because I'm
Right,
always
that's
like
true.
at home we're gonna be natural. So if you don't like my natural face, we can't be together.
Right.
Now if you asking me to fucking put makeup on, you're not attracted to me.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
if that's how I met
And
you,
you know
and
what?
that's what you presented to me when I met you.
I can be the bigger woman.
Hold
and
up.
Oh,
Go
ahead.
ahead. If that's how I met you, that's how I met you. Like, look at what you guys just said. This is the opposite of what you just said, but it's still no difference. If that's how I met you, and that's what you presented to me when I met you,
Okay.
then what is
Good
wrong
point.
with me? What's wrong with me making that point to you?
No, there's
It's
nothing
the
wrong,
same
but it
situ-
depends
it's
on
the
like
same
to me it
situation.
depends on
Listen,
what makeup
hold
you're
up.
wearing.
let me let me clear it up for you.
point.
I
Let's
don't
see.
look drastically different
Bruh,
without my
let me
makeup
clear it
on.
up for you.
So I don't know how to answer that question.
So let me clear it up for you, brother. Jesus. If that's how I met you is the problem in your premise. If you meet a woman a certain way, you expect her to be that way?
Forever, ever?
Like that
Ever,
doesn't make
ever?
sense.
Realistic. It's
That
not
doesn't
real-
make
it's
sense.
not
If I met
realistic.
you that way,
it's not
you
realistic.
should be that way. Is that what you're saying?
Like, what if I get cancer and lose
No,
all my
that's not what
hair?
I'm
Are you
saying.
still gonna love me?
that's not
No,
what I'm
he's
saying.
gonna love the way you look, the way he met you.
No!
Bitch, you better get a curly wig.
No, I didn't meet you with cancer. Fuck you.
A lace
No,
What if I get
no,
breast
no.
cancer and lose my breasts? Are you still gonna be married to me through sickness and health till death do us
Listen,
part?
He is asking you 21 questions like 50 Cent. We need to know. Okay.
No.
I just asked, like, does that mean if I met you that way, does that imply you need to stay that way?
No, we need to evolve, y'all.
No,
We
I'm-
need
I'm-
to
what I'm
change
saying
at
is-
some point.
My point is that there's been situations, and I'm pretty sure, where a guy has met a woman who dresses up every time he sees her, she's dressed up. Every time they go somewhere, she's dressed up. She's looking this and that. And then when they finally get closer, all that effort that goes into attracting that individual, all of a sudden now goes out of the window.
Because I'm used to you now.
The sexiness goes out the window.
Not saying that it goes out of the window permanently, but the effort is just not there as much.
No,
you're
brother,
right.
Brother, you have a valid point.
Tell her
and
to put a
I'm
song
going to
on.
acknowledge that because, yes, that is true. A lot of men do start to look the other way, and they do start to cheat when their woman starts to fall off. And I'd rather a man tell me that I'm not looking attractive or I fell off a little bit rather than him going out there so I can stay up on my game.
But, I mean, don't say like that, though.
But don't say it like that. You
Like,
have,
hey,
you
babe,
have
let's
to
go
be
to the gym
sensitive
together and work out.
Yeah, you have to be sensitive in
be
your
slick.
approach and tactful. You can't be just like, oh, you fell off. You don't look
No,
good.
because I'm not going to go out looking like trash. But if we're at the house, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I ain't going to never make you look bad in public. Like, the bitch make you look bad in public, you got to drop it.
But does she look, does she wear like Walmart pajamas at home? You know,
I
wear them hoes out in
pajamas
public.
look
Shit,
good,
give
girl.
a
What you
fuck.
talk about?
Shit,
Shit,
I wore them
saw
hoes
them
to the
shit.
store yesterday.
No, you need to be like your lingerie.
Right.
And like,
You could be endorsing them
With
shit.
some Uggs on these hoes.
I love Uggs. Oh my God.
No, thank you for your call, and that's real, because men want you to stay, just like we don't want to get with you, and you fine, and then you fat, like, say, dude, I'm going to give you this amount of time to get your shit together, I'm out, you know what I'm saying, and that's not in a mean way.
I like a little beer belly.
But I do too, but I'm saying if it's your preference, if you like fine dudes, and he come in fine,
I don't like pretty
and he
dudes.
get fat.
I like more manly dudes. Like I like a little
rough.
little scruff.
I don't need any man prettier than me. No.
That part. I'm like, no.
Well, that's gonna be hard for y'all to find any damn way.
In LA, it might be
I
like
like a good looking man.
I'm talking about like me.
I like a manly man. Like
The fuck
he's
is
an
being
ogre?
said
I like
right
a
now?
scruffy man. Like I like I don't know.
Like a construction
rough.
I like
worker.
You don't like no pretty light skin with the light eyes.
No,
and
I like the
soft
light
hands?
skin with the light
You
eyes.
do?
Wait, my son is light
she like
skinned
that
with light
too.
eyes. What's wrong with that?
They just one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I like a little Creole.
No
here and there.
more light skins for me.
They just
No
wanna
more
do-
light skins for me.
Yeah.
Except for my son. My son's cute.
So is
Oh my God, my son
is
would probably
the
date
skin
her.
color?
No,
that's-
it's not the skin
Oh
color.
my God.
No,
She
what's
can like date my
fuck
son.
is going on in here?
It is not
You're
specific.
talking preference.
Precious.
now. We
I
should
just
talk
had a
in preference.
revelation here. Like my son, literally, my older son could be marrying right now. Like she could be my daughter-in-law. Oh
Yeah,
my
my
God,
son
that's
could be
crazy.
too.
I have a kid. I mean,
My
he's-
son
I
likes
mean, he's
older
a little young.
women.
I
I
like
like older
20.
men.
He's
I
probably
would
21.
date anybody under the age of 30.
No, but the fact that you could literally like be my son's girlfriend is crazy.
No, my son,
feel
my
so
son, my son, my
old.
son. Older women are always attracted to my son, but I'm like, oh, slow down with that, cougar.
Right, because they look
Slow
older. They
down.
look a little
Yeah,
older.
but yeah,
Right.
my
Oh
son does
God,
have.
that's
yeah,
crazy.
he looks-
What is that? Oh my God.
Tony, if you're watching.
Oh, just get with what you like, and that way you won't have to try to change people.
That is crazy. And guys, don't forget you can we're a listener supported show, so you can donate to Rollout Digital on Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal me. Don't forget to sign up for the cruise. And also don't forget if you want some grass straws, go to grassstraw.net and use code #D3.
And don't forget to tune into the G Spot every Monday on Morris Media Studios, and tune in to Zoe shit, because over here we too dumb for him. So tune into the smart shit on his shit, on Dash and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I would never live up to this nigga standards, and I'm not trying to. I don't give a fuck. But thank you for coming and shit.
Yes,
And
thanks
I got
for supporting.
time
Yes,
this
thanks for
bullshit,
supporting us.
Light black power ass
Did I
niggas,
co-
you know what I'm saying?
did I
don't got
come
time
support
for
you?
this
You
shit.
did, and I appreciate it.
You hit me up one time. Did I show up?
You did.
All right then.
And I
So stop
appreciate
talking
that
shit.
from the heart.
Exactly.
You know I can't help it. Come to the show. Talk shit in front of everybody. No, come on, I'm just playing. No, Nick, what you think about it? I love Nick's opinion. He's very smart as well as myself. Childish.
Would you be one of his concubines? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Shut my ass up. Do my job. You know what I'm saying? Nah. That's what we be doing anyway. We think we ain't.
Yeah, I was hoping to stay out of this one. My perspective is a little different. I take my perspective from the good book.
That's the Bible, in case you don't
Which
know what
one?
that is.
There's a lot of good books to people out
Okay,
here.
no, I respect that question. I respect that question. I respect that.
Quran.
We can go if we have to get.
Let's listen to him.
Okay, King James version, 1611.
Mm.
If you need the information.
King James, you heard about that nigga?
Yeah, but just to break it down into layman's terms, I believe the man should be the coach in this sense. The relationship. So he's the head of the relationship.
He
You understand?
The coach, but not the ruler.
No.
He just called the plays.
Yeah, he just calling the plays. It's his job to run the team.
And make sure we win.
And that's it. And to make sure we win. Make sure the star player got everything they need and they can do their job.
How many players on the team?
Well, I believe a little different. You understand?
He has a couple.
This nigga, if you coaching, how many bitches you coaching? My nigga, I need to be the only bitch
I
on the
believe a little
goddamn
different,
team.
but this
Man, what
is-
are we playing?
but this-
Nigga, basketball?
Is there a head one?
Nigga, I'm a comedian. You stepped there by yourself. Nigga,
Nah,
like, what
but-
game is this? Where niggas got a team? She.
Precious, you already
One
know how
player.
you already know how I feel.
Somebody said
Uh,
King James, LeBron.
No, it's not about somebody being over the other person.
Right.
It's about people having their roles.
Okay.
You understand? I feel like everyone has their role on this planet and in relationships.
Okay.
And I feel a black man, I'm only speaking for a black man, a
Okay.
black man's role in a relationship is to be a leader. You understand? So whatever that woman may need him to lead in. You know, if he needs her to be a provider, then he needs to step up and do that. If he needs to lead her in a spiritual way, then do that.
Do all that shit.
You understand? So that's how I
But
look at it.
what if he can't financially be the financial leader?
I don't believe that's a burden for a man. You understand?
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't.
What do you mean?
Just because I said a leader doesn't mean that he needs paying for everything.
But you
Just
just
like
said-
being submissive
but
doesn't
he's the
mean
head of the
I'm ruling
household.
over you. Being the head of the household does not mean I'm paying for everything. Being the head of the
I mean, when
household
the head of the
means
household gets
Wait,
the
you
most
want me
money
to
back
have
in
the
their
household,
taxes
I'm
because
paying
they're
the
leaving the
rent.
household.
No, you
No
still
one-
compromise. You still somebody pay the damn mortgage, somebody pay the bills. fool.
Listen.
Like we still work
Wait,
this
so
shit
you-
out.
so a
It's
man
not
can
no-
tell a girl what to do
I
and
can
not
answer.
pay the bills?
I can answer.
Hell
I can
no.
answer.
Hey, y'all let him answer the
I
question.
can answer the question.
Y'all let him
Go ahead,
answer.
Nick. You have the floor.
I can answer the question.
Go ahead, darling. You
Like,
have the floor.
okay, you guys are saying you guys are stepping on your own toes. What I'm saying is, you don't have to stick to any set rule. You understand? Just because I'm the man, I'm the head of the household, does not mean I need to pay all your bills and X, Y, and Z.
That's right.
But it
Just
sounds
like,
the man is
hold
setting
on,
all
hold
the rules.
on.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
still talking.
Let him finish.
I'm still talking. Just like if you being submissive does not mean I need to be controlling and tell you what to wear and how to dress. It does not go hand in hand. It's about compromise. It's about playing your part in your role. As a man, whatever I need from my woman, if I need you to be a pillar of rest, then that's your job.
Yeah.
If I need you to understand when I walk in that house, I done dealt with all this bullshit that a black man got to deal with. And when I come around you, I need you to put me at peace, then that's your job.
If you need me to hold a gun and we go out
If
and some
we-
shit
yeah.
pop out, nigga, that's what that is.
If we together and you understand my financial
Hernandez
situation, if you understand my financial situation, then we both need to compromise on that.
Come on, Nick.
You
I
understand?
hear you.
That's just what it is. I think nowadays people are too caught up in this is what I'm going to do. I'm doing my thing. We don't grow by ourselves. We need other people. So you can't be so stubborn to say, I'm going to do me and expect the world to bend around you.
Right.
You would have had your own planet if that was the case.
Gotta be
Right.
able to
You understand? We
Right.
put here to build with each other, to grow with each other.
I see you.
Especially for the black women and the Latino women and all the women.
Listen, man.
Nick
You
is giving
understand?
it up.
No,
right
this is
now.
real talk.
It
Who's
is.
Latino?
It is.
I'm only talking to my sisters and my people. That's it. I'm just speaking to my
and
people.
Don't be
Nick,
mistaken.
and Nick, to build on what you're saying, which is a big point, I'd say it a little differently. A man is masculine, positive. A woman is feminine, neutral. And how you step to her is how she's going to respect you. And a lot of times it mirrors how a battery works. When you see a battery, you got a positive, a plus, and a negative. You know, negative doesn't mean bad, it just means neutral. When you look at how a battery is constructed, you have that point, the positive side pokes out, and the negative side goes in. All of the power that's generated in a battery comes from the feminine side of the battery. The masculine side of the battery directs all of that. So when you said black men should be leaders and coaches in their relationship, they direct the chaos, the storm that is femininity. And when a woman finds a real man, a true one, not an insecure one, not a scared little boy who's trying to make you his mama.
Make you his
But
mama.
yeah, a lot of men are out here looking for mom.
They are.
Right?
I'm
Whatever.
not your goddamn
Whatever.
mama.
I'm just saying.
I don't need another kid. I don't need another kid.
But what I'm saying is,
like black women always rise to the occasion.
but what I'm saying is, when a woman, a real woman, who is whole in and of herself, who has done self-work, finds a man who has done self-work, one that is healed, one that is whole, and they come together, what's going to happen is there's going to be a natural capitulation to each other. They're going to naturally capitulate to each other. They're going to naturally submit to each other.
Absolutely.
All this other shit we've been talking about is childish and stupid if you're not recognizing that this person represents your level of development.
Absolutely.
And they're here to illuminate what the fuck is wrong with you so you can find out where to work.
Speak on it, brother.
So, again, in America, we live in a transactional society when it comes to relationships. It was a fucking economist who created what is called equity theory. Equity theory says if you bring a bowl, I should bring a spoon. If you bring some cereal, I should bring some milk. That wasn't a relationship specialist. That was an economist who brought equity theory to relationships. So that's why you hear this battle between black men and women. Who gonna pay the bills, and whoever pays the bills has the power.
No, not at all. No.
Again, you hear a lot of that, and that's where it comes from. It comes from an economist, not a relationship specialist, not a spiritualist. It comes from an economist.
But then it also goes back to how people were raised. And
Well, of course, but you're raised in a society. Like most people were raised Christian, like Nick.
No, hold on. No, hold on.
To do with religion.
Oh, she can't hear
It
me.
has everything.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have anything to do with religion. It has to do with morals and standards and how people should be treating. Any woman, black, white, Latina, West Indian, Chinese, Asian, I feel mothers are the first interaction a young boy child has with a woman. So how you treat that child is how he's going to treat other women. And I've always told my son, I said, listen, you could pick your poison. I said, you need to have your shit together. Whatever internal issues you have going on is when you get older, you need to have that pick and choose of a woman. You can't have anybody holding stuff over you or making you feel like you're less than. You need to be a whole man before you can be a whole man with a woman so you guys can have a union.
And then you have to understand. Sorry,
Nick was
baby.
confused.
I'm sorry, baby. And then you have to understand what she just said is so poignant. You don't get your end result in your relationships. You get what you need to work on currently. As you mature and grow up, you may experience what your ideal relationship is. But each and every one of those relationships that preceded that experience are the stepping stones to that experience. That needs to be understood.
What if your position, and I hear this a lot on this panel, and this could be a American way of thinking or American society, but Zoe, just for your correction, I'm not a Christian by any means, brother.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well, you said King James version.
He said shalom to the people.
He hit us with the King James.
It's a whole other story.
Yeah, we can get into that. Hold on, chat room, but throwing in some questions for you guys.
But it's still not. I think when somebody, if you put it on a man, I'm sorry, because I ain't had time
Go
to
ahead.
say
No,
shit.
no, please jump in.
Give a fuck.
Girl, it's your show. You can say whatever you want.
I think a lot of times it's like the man saying the man should pay all the bills. I don't even want a man to pay all the bills. I don't even want you to have the type of power to be like, I did all of this.
Take your egoic ass
I don't give a fuck. I'm a little nigga. I don't give a fuck, but I got a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I feel like we should not be able to blame each other for anything. If we coming together, then we need to live off one check. Nigga, we need to put the other one up. Like, this all of us. This us together. This not he doing this and I'm doing that, or I paid this and he paid that. I don't want to play that game. I hate people that play that game. I hate friends that play that game. I hate anybody who keep a list of shit they done did. If I did something for you, it was out of love, fool. It wasn't like, I did this for you. Nigga, fuck you in that shit. Don't keep no note.
Just to add a little texture to the conversation, this is a European lifestyle that we're living.
Of course.
So this is their dynamic in a way to keep controlling the relationship, to keep control of the woman. That's not a black man's nature.
Right.
We don't want to dominate our women by saying it makes me a man because I have more money than you. That's not what makes me a man. What makes me a man is the way I'm going to conduct myself and treat you.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't hold me to the fact that how much I'm making, if that defines if I'm a man, because I could look at you and say, well, if you don't dress this way, you're not a woman.
Right.
Or if you don't act this way, you're not a woman. But it's wrong as a man to hold you to such simple standards.
And
to
women,
say that these actions determine whether or not I should treat you a certain way.
I agree.
And women act like, and y'all act like women go with these broke niggas or settle for broke niggas. But a lot of times them broke niggas treat a bitch like a queen. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, I can build this broke ass up. But then you realize you can't.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like
And shit.
you have to go into a relationship. Like, you can't look for someone to make you better. Like, you have to come into a relationship whole, and that person, you guys can add to each other's happiness, but you shouldn't be each other's happiness.
You
You
should
shouldn't
compliment
be, you
each
shouldn't
other.
be each other's financial
Yeah.
like security.
No.
But
I've
at this
always been
point-
financially secure. I want the person
I
I get to
ain't.
be financially secure.
Nick wants to say something.
Yes.
As a coach, I would like a star player to explain a little more because I don't understand that.
Huh?
Can you break that down a little more?
don't You said
as a
break it down a
coach,
little more.
He wants you to break it down a little more. He says that he wants your
You don't
star
under-
player to break it down.
Oh, okay. So what I'm saying is that in a relationship, I'm not looking for my man to bring me happiness. He can add to my happiness, but I have to be happy with who I am. If I'm not happy with who I am, how am I going to pour into your cup if I can't even fill my own?
Absolutely.
I need to be secure in who I am.
But 98% of people are unhappy.
Right. But that's why there's a lot of toxic relationships out there and a lot of
But they're
unhealthy
looking for their
relationships.
mate to make
and
them
people
happy.
really do what you say when they look at themselves and go, okay, I'm reflecting insecure people because I'm insecure. And instead of jumping into a new relationship, take a step back and be like, I got some toxic shit I got to work on. And until I work on that, I cannot give something to someone else, or you're going to constantly need and want someone
People
to fill a
do
void for
not
you.
have that level
And
of
until you get
awareness.
that, that's a level of self-reflection that a lot of
That's
people
soothing.
don't have. I won't date somebody if I'm not in a place there.
Yes, Nick.
Okay, so a question for the ladies then. I feel like I hear a lot of women say this, that I want to be happy, or I'm searching for happiness, or a man can't make me happy.
That's the problem right there.
But this is, I think that's a fleeting reality. You're never going to be always happy. You know, life is about ups and downs. Life is
Right.
about constantly growing, about changing day to day, right?
Right.
So I think to wait, to say I'm going to wait till I get to this point, or I'm happy, or I'm in
That's
this
not
situation.
what I'm saying.
I'm
What
not saying you. I was just saying that with the way you brought it up. You know, a lot of women say the similar
And
thing.
then, like, what are we looking for in that? Like, let me
I
get.
feel like people search for
So
boys.
my question is this: what about? Because I heard everybody say, "Well, if we're not compatible in this department, I'm out," or if this is not working, or you don't treat me this way, I'm out. What about? What happened to us sticking through it and sticking with the person and saying, you know what, I know you're not perfect. I'm
Nick,
not perfect.
Nick,
but you know what? But you know what I'm
we
gonna
have
do?
non-negotiables
I'm gonna dig
as
my
well.
feet in the sand,
I do
and
have
we gonna.
something for that.
Go
He's
ahead.
saying something powerful.
So Nick, what you do, what I acknowledge what you're saying, and that's very deep. You have to meet people where they're at. A lot of women and men are delusional to think that they can change somebody's way of their trajectory and the way they think. You have to meet people where they're at, and you can't think that you can just change somebody. If somebody's telling you they have certain things going on in their life, they're not happy, etc. Either you can rock with them or you can stay with them, but you have to meet them where they're at. You cannot think that you're going to be with an unhappy man and think that he's going to be happy in the next few months. He needs to make those changes. But if you want to rock with him, that's your choice.
Okay, but my thing too is like you said, some people help each other when you're in a broken place. Some people need to sit at home and heal and do all that shit, and some people do need somebody or some dick or some pussy to bring them back to where they need to be. They had lost themselves in somebody else, and they need to get their goddamn mojo back. Everybody have a different preference and everything that they need to heal them. Some people go within, you know what I'm saying, and do some spiritual shit. Some people need to go out, you know what I'm saying, go without and go out in the world and be like, shit, I had to get my power back. This nigga had me thinking I wasn't what that was, and I knew I was what that was. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And so you can sit up here and play these games, but sometimes you help heal each other from doing some shit. And sometimes, you take it by yourself. But regardless, it's the chemistry once you get together. You can say, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, I'm happy, I ain't happy. Whatever the fuck I am, I know when the shit is real. I know when I feel some shit. I know when this chemistry is on point. I know when I feel like, regardless of what I'm going through, I'm happy when I'm with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Shit, ain't nobody gonna be happy all goddamn 24 hours, but when I'm around this person, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? My soul feels good. And like, that's what I want to be around. Shit that make me feel good, fool. Drugs, whatever, niggas. Shit, whatever. The stage, the mic, whatever it is, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Like, do what make you happy.
So, the source of happiness, the source of knowledge, the source of contentment, all of these things are to be found within oneself. And the difficult part is to be able to understand why people come into your life.
Absolutely.
Some people come into your life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime.
Here she go with that general ass shit. What else we got?
So I tell people, I tell the couples I coach, start with my 2 books, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship.
Did you bring any of your books with you?
I didn't.
Oh.
And also get the follow-up to that book, The Holographic Relationship. The Relationship Dismount is a bestseller. It's killing. It's a workbook. I tell the couples to read these books together. Basic principles. Respect should be the relationship's religion. Number 2, the person you get is a classroom, a reflection of what you need to work on personally. And number 3, at the end of the day, if you find yourself yearning for something in the embodiment of another person, that in and of itself is an indicator that you've lost sight of it within yourself.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right? So you're looking for somebody to bring you happiness. Right there, you know what you need to work on.
Yourself.
You all have, you just gotta stop and say, wow, I want that from him, but really,
I could get that from weed.
I could get that from myself.
I'm just.
But again-
Or Hornitos tequila.
Yeah, but again, I mean,
No,
we're
that's real.
we're
No,
a
that's real.
stimulation-based society. We want to be stimulated. We want to go places. We want to do things. But I always say, who are you? What are you? And can you be without doing? This is why a lot of people have doldrums in their relationships, down points in their relationships, and they say silly shit like, oh, we lost that spark. Well, typically the spark is connected to doing. It has nothing to do with being. Spirituality is being. Yes, we fucking grow together, but we grow at different rates. Yes, we learn or share an experience together, but what you may understand in moments, it may take me 2, 3, 4, 6, 12 months to get, or longer. We don't learn things at the same time. We don't comprehend at the same time. So the notion that we grow together is false as well. So it's just a lot of work that we have to do internally to really understand the spiritual purpose of relationship. It's
Is
not
it
just
worth it?
about everything is worth it.
Everybody comes with their own traumas, and in the Kabbalah teachings, it does teach you that, you know, there was a good point that, you know, one person might come from one situation, one person comes from the other. You put a bowl together and it's lukewarm. One hand is hot, one hand is cold. When you put it in that lukewarm water, it might be too cold for somebody, it might be too hot.
Right.
Everybody comes with their own traumas, and one person's perspective is different from the others, and we all just have to understand that. And
No, that's 100%.
And what is the answer? Fool? How do we get on the same page? You
Let-
know what I'm saying? We
well,
just sitting
first
there.
off-
We're making a lot of good, valid points, but I'm saying sometimes.
Listen, opposites
I wanna,
attract.
like,
End of story.
I'm saying, is it possible for us to be on this same? You know how you can love somebody and you love them more than they love you, or they love you, you know they love you more than you love them. Like,
Right,
can
so
we be
girls,
right here together?
Find someone that loves you
more than
you love them.
Man,
FYI.
fuck all that. Can we be? My mama say this shit too. She said, now I'm saying in real life, well, she do got my dad. But I'm saying in real life, is it possible to be on that even?
But it's not
you know
about sameness. It's about appreciation in the difference. Like,
Zoe, are you married?
no.
Are you in a relationship?
Hold up, time out.
Are you in a relationship?
advice from
Hold up, you're not
Are you in a
married, you wrote
relationship?
book about
Hold on.
relationships?
That was my third
I'm just
time.
I'm gonna
curious.
answer all of these questions.
Okay. All right, so you're not married, but you wrote a book on
Y'all want me to,
relationships.
I can answer all of these
Yeah,
questions.
well, how did you get this knowledge?
Again,
He was in a relationship that didn't go good.
Again,
I'm gonna write a book.
listen, I'm
I'm gonna write a book.
I mean, I am writing a book.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Marriage doesn't validate your relationship knowledge. That's number one.
Sure the fuck doesn't.
That's number one. You're a human being. You're born into relationships. You're never out of a relationship. Even when you're out of a relationship, you're still in ancillary, tertiary relationships.
Get the key from Don.
So, again, that's another misnomer. You have people who say, oh, Steve Harvey is terrible at relationships because he had 3 failed marriages. And I beg to differ. I
did? I
say,
didn't
wait a
know
minute.
that.
He could tell you exactly what not to do,
True. Maybe.
right?
Maybe.
Right.
And people have turned the fucking marriage into the Super Bowl of relationship when in fact, marriage is, the failure rate of it is over half.
Not me. I'm 14 years in April.
That's
but
right.
but when we talk
in
about
LA, that's amazing.
but when we talk about the normal, most African American marriages end in the 2nd year.
Not me.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm gonna answer that.
Today or tomorrow, nigga. The show was over 30 minutes ago.
Is it?
Shit, I mean, we just going out. It's cool. I'm just saying, answer my goddamn question.
I'll lead this motherfucker right now.
I'll follow right behind you.
I'm trying to provide some information. Goddamn, you want some information?
Are you in a relationship or not?
So-
Stop avoiding the question.
I'm not avoiding. I'm answering one
He
question.
in one, because any nigga that avoid a question that many times,
Are we teaming
they
up
in
against
one.
you?
There's
I
the
know
type
you're
of
the
nigga
only
that
man in
hides
here.
some shit, and I got to shoot his ass later, because he was playing with my emotions, old light eye ass, intelligent ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got to show
want
up
me to
at
answer
your
the
house
question?
with your bitch, because you didn't tell me the truth when you ain't like, it's a
You want me to answer the question?
and all that shit.
I'll
No,
answer
I
the
don't even
question.
want the goddamn answer now. Moving.
Jesus Christ.
Keep your goddamn answer.
Oh
I
my
know the
gosh.
answer.
I love it.
I mean, they got ADD. They can't even listen.
I do have ADD. I have
Somebody-
I did listen, but
somebody-
you are evading the question,
No,
my nigga.
there's a line of
I need
questions.
some caffeine.
And I was answering the first question. Can I finish doing that?
Wait, what was the first question? All right, guys, let's listen to
These
what Zoe has
motherfuckers
to
are
say.
slow.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'm so slow. Nah, bitch, kind of smart though. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot
In your
of
little book,
estrogen.
I might be slow, but in real life, he know that's why he turning red like that.
Am I turning red?
You are. You're kind of blushing in this house. Yeah, you kind of are. Yeah, you are.
Wait, Zoe, how old are you?
I'm 48.
You're freaking not.
Yes. Do you know how many
That's
relationships
amazing.
I've had?
You
and
don't look
been
like you're
in?
48. Like
Thank
I'm
you.
like shocked right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
So I've been around the block. I've been around the block. That's how I'm able to write these books. And in my profession, I've worked with a lot of therapists. I've done co-therapy sessions for couples with therapists.
Like you
So
were the therapist, or you went to therapy?
the therapist had me in on a session with a couple.
So you were the suit, not the sous chef. You were the suit therapist.
He was the Yana fix my
'Cause
life.
I've been through a lot of therapy.
In the fuck is going on?
How
We're
did
all
it go?
drinking,
Did you
and
help
you're
them?
not, so we probably don't make sense.
I want to know. No, did you help them? Or they
I
took
did
it?
help them.
Or they still
Oh my God! I have to go to the
Again,
bathroom now.
one of the top therapists in America. His name is Dr. Alan Berger. He and I did a CD together called
Therapy?
We Know.
Are you
It's
are you
called Love-
speechless because you saw Miriam's
'Cause
beautiful body?
No, they just fucking hilarious. No, we did a CD together called Love Matters Revealed. It's a double CD, and it's about relationships. And a couple wanted to have a joint session with me and Dr. Alan Berger. And we helped them. We helped them get through some things. So, I mean,
Like what kind of things? Like cheating?
I can't talk
or
about
Like,
Right,
what,
can't go
they,
deep
what
into
they
it.
went in.
Right.
You know,
okay.
I can't talk about their stuff.
oh, you don't
'cause
know their names or anything.
I do.
And I'm saying we don't.
Yeah, but I can't really talk about their issue. But they
Okay.
we help them. And this is a work that I've been doing since 2008 when I started at the Foxhole. So this is not this nigga just rolled out of bed.
Yeah, just
and
rolled
started
up like,
talking
you know
about
what, I'm an
relationships.
expert.
Foxhole.
Are you in a successful relationship right now that you feel?
I am.
Yes or no, that's it. Are you? We know you are, Shelly. 14 years, goddamn it,
In April, in
we don't
April.
give a fuck, bitch. Next. Are you in one?
Yes.
You are? How
Yes.
long?
Very healthy, successful relationship. 6 months so far.
Okay, 6 months is a good time. And if you make it past a year, bitch, you doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause it's fun
But
now.
I don't like commit to a relationship. I've been talking to him for longer.
But you committing now, 6 months.
Yeah.
That's good. Are you in a committed relationship?
I'm not in a relationship. I'm not dating. I am working on my business.
Okay, y'all see her. She available, niggas. Get on her inbox. What's her name?
Sexy Lexi.
Sexy Lexi on the house. Now, Zoe, you did say yes?
Yeah.
And she
How
has
long
good
have you been in a
smelling
relationship?
I've been in a relationship for years.
same one?
Approximately how many?
I don't know how many years.
Well, you went through a bad breakup, you said in 11. You wrote the book
Y'all
in
don't be having
15. It's only 19 now, so
Y'all don't be
nigga, you
having
couldn't have been in it longer than
anniversaries?
goddamn.
Why
shit.
you doing the math, my
Because
nigga?
I'm very
How
smart
long y'all
like
been
that.
together? Y'all don't
Why
have
you think I'm dumb?
anniversaries like, oh, it's 2 years, it's 1
You
year.
guys are like,
That's all I'm gonna say is yeah.
You are? He a damn lie. What's her name? Nigga, where the
We're
picture
putting
of
him on the spot.
Nigga, be like, if you such a man and you
He's
so happy and
speechless.
you're a relationship expert, put your woman on a platter, goddamn
At least he
it. Put
acknowledged
her up
that.
on the trophy. Who is she? How long you been with her? Did you write the books with her? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like we want to be encouraged by your smartness and your successful relationship.
Read the
goddamn
book.
it. Now, tell me.
Wait, what's the name of the book? Wait, this is your book? What's the name of the book?
Yes, read the book.
What's the name of the
goddammit.
book?
The Relationship Dismount.
And see, he is ignoring and evading my questions because he a typical nigga.
I
who's
answered
sitting
your
here
question.
with the African shit on like he woke, but he is another typical nigga that I would have to whoop his ass and his girl because he would be playing with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But we not. Just
I
hypothetically.
I
Shit.
answered your question. You said, "Am I in a relationship?"
Nigga,
I
You
said
in a
yes.
happy, healthy relationship.
Niggas ain't shit, fool, no matter what. 48, still on that bullshit. See? That's what I be talking about.
I'm
been.
still like
Fuck
tripping
with-
that he's 48. I'm like, I'm
Nigga.
so like, wow.
And they got all the knowledge in the world till you get to him. Then he,
I
fuck outta
answered
here.
your question.
He is in a secret relationship. He's seriously secret with a bitch. Tell us her name. Who is your woman?
Okay, here's
proud.
Here's the real question.
God damn
You gonna read?
Is she on your Instagram? Because that makes it official.
No, because I've been on his Instagram.
Can-
Nope. She ain't on his goddamn
Can I
Instagram.
ask the
not
panel a
make
Come
question?
in.
I tell my husband, you better post me on your Instagram.
I don't post none of my personal shit on Instagram.
I'm like,
You
okay.
don't
Let, let Nick
I
talk.
do
Be
feel
proud of
like
who you
that.
with.
Yeah, you
See,
a
y'all
bad
might as well be me and not even have
Nah.
nobody. If you ain't posting the motherfuckers, you ain't doing
Right,
shit.
you need-
I don't post
At least-
anything personal.
All right,
Nick,
about
what you
you're not
got?
even in your story?
No,
Yeah, no.
because I did that shit with my last relationship,
No.
and that is the worst thing. People are not fucking happy for you. They are not happy
right.
for you. Keep
You're
your
right.
sacred
You're right.
shit sacred. Do not post your
Amen.
I
personal
keep my
shit.
You know what else is
I keep
annoying,
my
though?
children in
Okay, so
relationships
again-
off
I
of
don't need you to
Instagram.
validate me on social media. If you don't validate me in real life, we got a problem. But in
Right.
social media,
You don't have to do the
no.
social media, but if we sitting here on an interview and you happily in a relationship,
And you
then
don't
say
claim
that
me,
shit.
yeah, it's gonna
Who
be-
is
And,
it?
I, and like,
Be
I don't
proud.
know your relationship. That's kind
You
of
writing
weird.
books,
That's
you
kinda
doing
weird.
this shit, be proud. Who
But I
is
will
it?
say, in social
Goddamn.
media world,
Do you give her a shout out in your book, though?
Never.
Because I went on a date with my
Yes.
husband the other day, and I
Yes.
posted a picture, and I lost 10 followers. They were all men. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
good.
Because don't nobody want to see your whack ass
I went
husband,
on a
fool. They
date,
want
I'm
to see
on
you.
followers,
No, I'm
like,
just playing. That's cool.
Hey,
No.
so,
Make any sense?
hey, so Zoe, quick.
If they was real followers,
Let Nick ask the question.
No, so that's a good question though. So I wanted to know, because you write these books on relationships, do you get this question often about how did you reach this point, or how do you have these facts?
Right.
So
Right.
how long did it take you to get to this point where you felt comfortable enough to give advice on relationships?
Man, I've been studying for years. I mean, I read about shit.
10 books a week.
35 to
He's just
maybe
smarter
like
than all of
50
us.
books a
What
year.
is your upbringing?
So-
upbringing?
Shit.
Are your parents still
Come on, you
together,
guys just
or
read the Bible.
My,
a great question.
my mother passed in 09.
I'm sorry.
My father, I think he's passed as well. I'm not sure.
You think?
Yeah, I think.
He said earlier he didn't have a
Okay.
father
Oh,
or
okay.
something like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm not sure about him, but I've just been studying ever since, I picked up a book, and I think the first book I read was Charlotte's Web, and once I read that book, I fell in love with reading. So
Did you some good influence,
What
a
do you feel
grandfather,
like
or uncle,
makes
or
you
somebody
I
who
got
showed.
all kind
Wait,
of
can I
uncles.
ask you a question? What do you feel like makes you an expert in terms of relationships?
Well, I never say I'm an expert.
Well, what
and
makes
that's
you adequate enough to give advice?
well,
Or write a book about it.
Write
well,
a book about it.
what I
And I
do
mean that
is
in a sincere way, not a judgmental way.
Okay.
I'm sincerely asking.
Okay. All right. What I do is I always distance myself from the expert thing.
Okay.
Now, people have me speak all over the world.
Oh, big time.
I did the KJLH Men's Empowerment and all these other places, colleges, lectures or whatever. But that doesn't make me an expert. I have a unique perspective that most people do not have. What I've made a distinction between is you have a clinician or a counselor or a therapist or a psychologist. They have a clinical view of relationships. What I do is marry the clinical view with the spiritual perspective. Now, you may say somebody like Iyanla Van Zant does a good job on the spiritual side of relationships,
No,
which
I don't
I
like
agree.
her hollering in people's face and shit.
But
Actually.
I never call myself an expert because I can only be an expert of my experience. I can never be an expert of yours.
Okay.
So, but what I can do is recognize things that maybe you've done, things that maybe you've gone through, and I can say, hey, I've been there before. Have you considered this? Have you considered that? Right? I'll map out a different, course of action. One of the guys who really took to me is, like I said, his name is Alan Berger, PhD, one of the greatest therapists I've ever met. He got my book, The Relationship Dismount, and started to give it to his couples because it's a 12-chapter book, and at the end of every chapter, there are workshops for the couples to do in order to matriculate to the next chapter. Once he read the book, he was like, man, we gotta go on tour. We gotta do retreats. We gotta go places. He said, you're the best therapist I've ever met, and you're not a therapist. So, again, it's a natural gift, and it's not something that I take lightly where I go around and say, hey, I know more
Than you.
than you. about relationship. It's a natural gift that I've developed over the years, studying and challenging myself and going through relationships and failing and fucking up. I mean, that's how the book starts. You know, I dedicate this book to all my failed relationships. This is how I got this information.
Wait, so Zoe, so Seymour is asking, is Zoe in a relationship with the mother of his children? Or do you have any relationship, maybe not a
we used to be
like
we used to be in relationship together, but we haven't been in relationship for over 10 years now.
But do you guys have a good relationship?
Oh, we solid.
parenting-wise?
We solid. We gotta be.
Okay.
We're on the same team. We got kids that are doing well. My daughter's getting ready to go to USC. My son's about to graduate.
Oh wait, so all your kids are over 18. So do you
Yeah.
still
They by the same
cultivate-
woman?
Okay, yeah,
No.
that's another question. Okay,
No.
so a different woman.
My two oldest are by one woman, and my youngest is by another.
But you still have a relationship with both of them, even though your children are
grown
adults.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
That's good.
At the end of the day, they're adults. My oldest son is 23.
Right.
But he's not. He's a man.
Right.
But he's not. He
Right.
still needs me. He
Right.
needs a compass.
Right.
And I'm there, and I've been there since the day. He
But
came
do you
out
still have
the
a
womb.
relationship with his mom?
Yes, we solid.
That's good. No, because
Yeah.
my son is he'll be 21. I haven't spoken to his dad since he's been in the 8th grade.
Somebody asked me to share.
So,
yeah.
that's
But yeah,
amazing.
we solid. We have to be. Like I said, just because the relationship didn't work doesn't necessarily mean we're not still a team.
Right.
You know, our son and daughter, they need us on different levels, and we contribute to their lives daily.
Well, I tell you one thing. When I break up with a dude, I'm through with his mama, she and his sister.
But wait,
no, I'm
but
just
what if you
talking. I'm
had
just
a
talking
kid?
shit.
But
No,
if
I'm
you
just
had a
playing.
kid, you
I don't
can't
got no
be.
kid though. But if I had a kid, we had to work it out and be grown. But nigga, me being me, shit. When it's over, people be like, I'm still cool with their mom. Nah, fool, I see you, nigga. Whatever. No, that's good. Moving on. Shit.
So I wanted to get you guys' closing opinions on this. So
Okay.
if you guys had to give one piece of advice to the younger you, what would it be?
Shit.
Wait, say it again.
I said if you can give one piece of advice to the younger you, knowing what you know now about relationships and how this life kind of pans out, what would be your piece of advice?
I would say I know that Zoe is. How old are you, Zoe?
50.
48.
48.
Yeah, they putting it out there.
I'm 41. I never put that out there because you know.
Oh, that's
like to
sweet.
look
See, you
27.
opened up. You see
I
that?
like to look
She started
27.
reflection and
That-
opened
that's what the
up.
horniness
We
is
making
giving us
progress
to.
on it. You know what I'm saying? I never do that. That's
So
cute.
I'm 41. I had my son when I was 19, 20, and I would say. Sorry. So I think the most important advice to give to the younger generation is to build a foundation and be friends with people, because everybody wants instant gratification, and that's what Instagram is about, instant gratification. Get to know people, get to know if you really like them. I mean, you could be infatuated with somebody and you meet them in like 2 to 3 weeks. It's like, oh my God, I'm in this honeymoon. 4 weeks later, the representative is, you're seeing that representative, and when that representative is gone, you see the real deal. So get to know people, become friends, have that foundation. If this is somebody that you really want to build with, build that foundation, you know, have real moments, not superficial shit that you see on Instagram, like, oh, let's post and let's do this for the gram. Be in the moment, be real, and authentic with each other, and that's the best advice I can give.
Good advice.
Oh, thank you.
All right, you up next, baby.
Definitely agree.
I ain't giving no advice. I don't feel like I'm in any place to give advice.
No. The question is if you have to give your younger self.
Oh, to my younger self? Don't jump into relationships, focus on you. Because I jumped into a relationship with a man who was 20 years older than me at 18, and I thought I was very mature at the time, and I thought I knew a lot of stuff, but I didn't. So advice to my younger self would be just grow, experience life, and don't focus on being with somebody or being defined by somebody.
Wait, Willy Sweet Wonka?
Oh, you read that?
There's nowhere near to being dead.
Right. And listen,
Hey, in my Jamaican voice, go suck yourself, boy.
Oh, wow.
All right, Zoe, what's your advice to your younger self?
Nowhere near
Keep
dead.
going.
We don't get them energy. Go ahead.
Keep going.
What's
Keep
your
going.
advice? Keep going.
Keep going. You're going to be all right. It's all going to work out. Keep going.
It's gonna work out.
You.
Hey, let them go, fool. Like, you'll be doing that to everybody. You gotta let it go. Who curls? Who is that? You gotta let shit go. 41.
That's
Fuck
what
that
you
shit.
That's what you gonna say?
That's what I'm gonna say. No. To my younger self, I'm gonna say, don't be. I was way too nice to people. I really feel like, I was one of those people who didn't want to, who didn't want to say no. You know what I'm saying? Not to like that type of dumb shit, but just like I didn't want to be the mean person. And I learned.
What happened? You pull yourself out?
I didn't pull shit out.
I think one.
You talk with your
you
hands,
just
girl.
I think you just tapped the cord.
Anyway, my point is,
Go ahead.
hello. Like I'm on the phone. No, my point is, like it took me a long time to get to that point where I'm like, this how you feel, Precious. You know what I'm saying? Like Zoe was saying, like he never felt like he had to drink or smoke or whatever. Like, nah, where I come from, that's what we doing. In 8th grade, I had a bottle of MD 2020. You know what I'm saying? In the closet. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what is
And
that?
I
Is
was
that
smoking
beer?
weed, some
Mad
bullshit
Dog.
liquor.
Oh.
But the point is, like, it took me a while to be like, Precious, this is what you like. This is what you want. And like, you don't have to like do it, whatever people doing. You don't have to do that. Like it's okay to just be you. You ain't gotta be the girl with the short blonde hair. You ain't gotta be the girl with the pretty long hair. You ain't gotta look like none of these bitches. It's cool to just be you. Like whatever you feel like. Now I feel so good being me. I felt like I held shit back because I didn't want to hurt people's feelings.
Right.
But like that's why I love comedy because I can be so free. And it's the shit I used to want to do where they like, Precious, don't breath everything. You ain't gotta have an opinion about that.
Right.
That was holding me back. I got shit to say. And I feel how I feel. And if you don't like it, oh well. I shouldn't have to feel like I can't say that. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can look however the fuck you want. You can do whatever the fuck you can make your own life. You can build your own empire. And it's good to know that and not be conformed. Like, I gotta go to school. I gotta work for these people. I gotta do this. Fuck that. Do your own shit. That's what I would have told me. And now I'm following what I would have told me on these hoes.
Amen.
I don't give a fuck.
Dang, I don't want to go after her.
I'm sweating, but it don't stink,
I know
nigga. How
you
about
did,
that?
you did at the bar.
I don't want to go after Precious.
Give a fuck.
Shelly,
I don't want to go after Precious.
make it short and sweet.
All right, what would I tell my younger self? I would tell my younger self.
10 years ago, what would be your advice to yourself 10 years ago?
Shit, I was
are
30.
hilarious.
God, I'm so
I
old.
love it.
I would tell my younger self,
love it.
don't
That can't whip my ass.
don't care what people think.
Absolutely.
That's what I would tell my younger self because I care too much about what people think, and that's what I tell my children. Like, who gives a shit? Like, who cares if you got 1 like, 10 likes? Who cares if you're the most popular kid in school? Like, who cares? Like, all of that is irrelevant because in your adult life, like, none of that shit matters. Doesn't matter.
I think that's good advice for these kids growing up in this, like society.
Do you?
Mrs. Zoe Williams.
And I'd also say, family is not blood. Family is who you make it.
Hey, that's a good point.
That's facts.
What was the question, bro?
I said,
What
if
would you
could
tell your
give
younger self?
Your younger self some advice.
Oh,
to
yeah.
skip some of the
I gotta
potholes.
pee.
So if a young brother's listening, and he's listening to this and he's saying, hey, what can I do to kind of skip some of these mistakes that, my elders might have made?
I thought I answered, but I'll answer again.
Yeah, go a little more in depth. So we can,
I said, keep going. Keep going. Because mistakes are stepping stones to greatness. You got to make them. You got to make them, and they make you better if you acknowledge the gift they have to offer. We live in a society that tries to avoid a negative experience. And at the end of the day, it's the negative experiences that serve as the fuel for what rises or what causes you to ascend. Again, I would tell my younger self, it's going to get fucked up. It's going to get funky. It's going to be a mess. But keep going. Stay the course because you're going to be amazing at the end of all of the stuff you got to go through. When I hear people, especially relationship with, clinicians or experts or whatever, talk about avoiding negative experiences. Number one, there are 5 different relationship communication styles. One of them is called avoidance. That particular communication style is considered negative because when you avoid having the discussion, you create more conflict. So again, we take that same premise and apply it to the mistakes in our lives, right? Oh, I don't want to make this mistake again. No, well, you have to make the mistake again because ultimately you didn't learn what you were supposed to learn when it manifested the first time.
Gotta learn the lesson.
So I keep telling people, and I said it in the relationship dismount, relationship is a highly reflective classroom where the reflections you get from your partner is your personal curriculum. There are no mistakes. They're just pitfalls that you have to go through in order to mature.
Yes, so we're coming to a closing, and I want to just remind you guys a couple of things. Make sure you sign up for the comedy cruise, 2020 comedy cruise. You have 12 more days until the deposit goes up. And you can email rolloutdigital@gmail.com to get signed up. If you want to donate to Rollout Digital, you can donate through Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal me. Every $10 or more, it gets your name put in here. So if you donate $10, your name goes in here once. If you donate 20, it goes in here twice, and so on. And we will pull your name at the end of the month on a Tuesday. And also for this month, one person will get a prize. Another person will get tickets to go to Shazam, Beat Shazam on Jamie Foxx's, show. So also Tuesdays, don't forget to tune in to Happy Hour, Precious and Shelly RIO. This Friday, also tune in to Speedy is off Friday, so we will be doing Speedy and Friends.
Hey, Zoe, you got to come do the rollout show.
Yay! Also,
Speedy and Friends.
Yeah, I think I should do that.
What, come in Friday?
Yeah, come to
Yeah,
the
you can
rollout
come
show.
Friday.
Cut up.
Yes. Also, don't forget our sponsor, Grass Straws. So you can order your grass straws at grassstraw.net. Use code D3. Also, one of our other sponsors
these
that
the straws?
Yes, they are. And if you litter, the animals can eat them. So it's even
They
better.
don't melt though, do they? Them bullshit ass shit.
You know what? That's what's so good about these.
Drink hot stuff. I don't
You can
know if
actually
it would melt.
reuse them. So
You
if
can reuse them grass straws.
Yeah, so if you don't break them, like try to bend them or bite them,
Right,
you
exactly.
can actually reuse them.
Just
So
take
that's the
care
good
of
thing
them.
about them.
And also, don't forget to tune in to Mike Sherman. He has his new celebrity documentary television series called Before the Fame that's sweeping the country of broadcast TV. The show goes down memory lane of today's biggest stars in music, sports, and entertainment, all before the fame. So that is what I have to say.
All right, we want to thank everybody for coming on with us. You know what I'm saying? Give them your social media handles so they can follow you. Y'all buy some candles and shit. They smell good.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
make sure you get some candles. Make sure you get Zoe Williams' book.
Get Zoe Williams three books.
Three books.
Get all 3 books because
Wait, he has 4, right?
3. He's working on the 4th.
Okay.
I was paying attention. He is in a relationship, so it ain't like he just putting that shit and he ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? At least he's maintaining some shit or he acting like it. We don't know who she is, but you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know.
All right, y'all ready for pictures?
There's some good shit.
Yeah.
All right, give your social media.
One of those mics. Yeah, we got to.
Nah, we ain't ready for no pictures, nigga. We loaded. We should do pictures before.
Girl, you
social
hilarious.
media.
You guys can follow me at LexiChow_ and at Scene Candel, like take Scene CANDELE. And if you're interested, you can also find me on my website through Scene Candel. Yeah.
You might want to spell that though, because
yes.
Not saying you guys aren't
Scene
smart,
Candel,
but
SCENE, like take scene, and Candel is spelled in the Italian way, which is CANDELE.
Thank you for coming, Lexi.
All right, and give us your social media.
Yes, Marianne.
Candela. All right, let me just go ahead, darling.
You can follow me at manifesting_Mary, and if you don't know how to spell it, I'm not gonna help you.
Manifesting Mary, baby. Manifesting
Just
_
go on my
Mary.
Instagram and start typing in manifesting, and she'll pop up.
And then we got Edzo.
At Mr. Zoe what?
At Mr. Zoe what?
Zoe what?
Zoe what? Anyway, Precious Hall Comedy. I got professional. It ain't one Precious Comedy no more. You know what I'm saying? Precious Hall Comedy on everything. You know what I'm saying? Follow me. I got a show tomorrow somewhere. I got a show Saturday somewhere. But Chocolate Sundays, February 9th. 2 shows come out. Follow my social media because I don't even know where them other ones at. I would have shouted them out. You know what I'm saying?
And then she has her Monday shows too.
And then every Monday on Morris Media, we got the G Spot with Precious and Kamira.
Shout out to Kamira.
Shout out to Kamira, who hosted the shit out there.
Shout out to
I
Poetess,
love you.
too.
And her pretty
Shout out to
little baby.
OG Poe.
She's so cute.
Shout out to Sheena. Shout out to all my people over there. So every Monday, y'all 12 to 1, and every Tuesday 12 to 2, right here.
Amen.
On
Or 3,
Rollout.
or whenever.
Whenever we feel like ending it and shit. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in and shit on our first show. And we hope to see y'all next week. If you a hater, come back because I love haters. You know what I'm saying? I know they love watching. You know what I'm saying? Have a good one.
Yes, and you can follow me on YouTube or Instagram, Miss Shelly RIO, MSSHELLYRAO. And Willie Sweet Wonka Joe, no, you cannot send the ladies dick pics. That's not appropriate. And we will see you next Tuesday. And don't forget, tune in Friday for Speedy and Friends at 12 o'clock.
Trust is a luxury. Don't act like you fuck with me. Demonstrate loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Kate, I know what I mean. I don't really fuck with nobody. 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 Raw bitches need to take a chill. Ride around fake shaking, acting like the real. Only fucking with you cause you headed to the top. So they hit you up just to make sure I still rock. But I ain't fucking with him, man. You know what it
Hey guys, it's Shelly RIO from Rollout Digital. We have a new sponsor named Rodney, and he has these awesome straws. They're made out of grass. They're called grass straws, and you can get them at grassstraw.net. And make sure you use the code D3 so they know that Rollout Digital sent you.
Boy Speedy.
And Shelly RIO.
And we're here to tell you guys all about
the 2020 Comedy Cruise.
Going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico. We have 2 big comedy shows. A lot of comedians on the show. You're going to love it. And we're also doing a blue pajama jam. That's blue pajama jam. Where everybody got to wear blue because it's his birthday. You got to wear it too.
Anyway, or you can come to my game night with Shelly RIO, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And so she says. We're also going to have our girl Alice is doing a workout. So you can get your workout on, have some fun, and enjoy yourself on vacation. Again, it's going down July 30th to August 2nd. Leaving out of Long Beach, going to Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah, so make sure you get your deposits in. You have less than 30 days before they go up. So all you have to do is email rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com.
See you on the cruise.
Family hold you down through the roughest, toughest shit. Mama, daddy, brother, little sis, and big mix. Nisha ride beside me, we gon' collect a check. Tryna steal my shit, bitch, you done lost all respect. And imitation only leave you into it regret. But listen, I ain't trippin' once you cross me, yeah, you dead. Be me not Nene, but I said what I said. Bitch, you know that I'm bout it.